first, and Dylan Raiola puts a stamp on his freshman season today.
College will look a little different today with two key players out for this game. Offensive lineman Ozzie Trapillo, defensive edge
Everybody agreed with my statement.
Everyone in the video agreed with you and not me.
Guys, they said this is a chance to build on their team.
Your boy Billy O'Brien. What's up, folks? Welcome into the first Huskers bowl game ever.
It sure is, Don, and it's a give from Raiola to Emmett Johnson.
At least as far as Big Red Rant goes. Glad to have you. Hit that like button for us, please.
Told us Raiola's not worried about the Pinstripe Bowl. To Don's point, he's thinking about the CFP next year. And Dylan told us yesterday that's the goal moving forward to play for championship trophy.
Listen, people, it's totally normal for Gary to have a daytime job and a night job. So stop fussing about it. Oh my God, he one-handedly snagged that. Tell me you saw that, Jamal Banks.
Yeah, it just happened for me.
Oh my God.
Right on cue.
That's how I'd fucking moss you.
Every
Wake
time.
up.
Every time.
Fifth-year senior, second
And he
on
was
the team
getting
in
held.
receptions, hauls it in for 29.
The ruling on the field
What are they doing?
is
They're
a
doing
completed
it?
catch.
They're going to look at it.
Play is under video review.
I'm behind, but
Bro, he's got so much dirt stuck in his helmet now. I'll pause it for you, little cop.
don't worry about
We'll
it,
see if
man.
it stands, but an
I'll probably be
outstanding
asleep
ball
before they
placement
finish
by
this drive.
Yeah.
All you need is one hand. Does Banks bring that football all the way in?
Looks like it.
We know all
Dude, what a
about
way to
legalese
start the
on
game.
Completing the catch. We get another look at it here, and as we do, let's bring
He
in
had
our
it
rules analyst,
stowed
Matt
away,
Austin.
right?
Matt, you were built for moments like this, right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
What do
look
you
like
think,
it
catch or
hits
no
the
catch?
ground.
Yeah,
I mean, it
don't
moves
think
once
this
his
is a catch.
hand
The point of the
hits
ball
the
hit
ground,
You
but
can see
or his
it make a
forearm
90-degree
balls on
turn,
top.
slide down towards his
That
waist.
was clean.
One of the hands came off the ball. I don't think this is going to be a catch. It should be overturned.
What's up, son of Paul? What up, Through Zero, the nice puppy in the house, baby boy Metro. We got Rip City Brady in the house.
Do you agree with Matt?
You know, Matt,
Soon to be national champion, Rip City Brady.
Is
Is that who you're talking about? Is that who you speak of?
Vantage point looks to be underneath of that football as he brings it in to bring firm control. I disagree, Matt. I'm going to go with the call on the field stands. I don't know if I've seen anything that changes my opinion.
Which means they'll go ahead and give
You
it
heard
to
Matt's point
Boston
about
College.
the nose of the ball right there, kind of on the second motion of the football from Banks. And again, the call on the field was that it was a catch for Jamal Banks.
After
Let's
video
listen.
review, the call on the field stands.
Good.
So,
Thank you, ref.
To overturn, not enough to
Man.
confirm. Call on the field stands, and kind of what you thought.
Yeah, it's what I thought. I mean, when you look at that play over, I don't know if I saw a definitive look that told me that that ball touched. I believe, Matt Austin, you think that that ball touched the ground, but I believe he still had firm control throughout that process.
I hope this is like a 4-hour-long
So a
game.
nice
too.
start for
It will be.
Rule. And a preview of
main
2020.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of energy for a post-game video.
Oh, man. Try stopping me.
Pitch out to your boy Emmett, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage.
At least he got back to it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
much of this, people think it's going to be the air raid offense, right? You think Dana Holgerson and all that he has been as an offensive play caller, as a head coach, but they want to run the football. And these backs are going to get a ton of opportunities.
Kind of exciting, man. We just hit 5K even subs.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Thanks to
Pretty fun.
my takes that everybody agrees with all the time.
Always agreeing.
Signed up for a 2-year deal.
Raiola over to Barney. Your guy Barney squirts through for a first down. And we're in scoring range, folks. Just like that. Just like that. It's a nice little play.
And that's what
Some actual blocking upfield.
I've been working with Dana on that one for a while.
Well, he's finally listening to you. He's finally
Kind
knowing
of.
his place.
Kind of. That wasn't executed the way I've been working with him.
A little bit of a blitz here. Can we get a pass interference over here? We're going to say that wasn't pass interference, clamping up Banks and not letting him come back to the ball. That's what we're going to say? That's what we're going to say. Okay. Or he just slipped.
Yeah, I think that left foot gets in.
I thought he was getting
I think
pulled.
I see a little bit of grass.
Still, even on the replay?
Well, I mean, I'd like to see before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already going backwards, facing that way. I'd like to see before that why he's.
I think you can see grass between the
Think
sideline
that
and the
way.
foot of KP Price. First-year starter from Baltimore, their second leading tackler.
I really hate being a Husker fan. Did I ever mention that to you before?
Yeah, just a late throw.
That I
He
can't
looked
stand
like
it.
He was hit as that ball
And
was
that we're
fluttering in the air
cursed.
a little bit. Tried to make the throw, but KP Price, like you mentioned, playing literally center field here at Yankee Stadium. Comes
I
in
don't
and
know,
makes the play.
senor. I mean, I kind of do feel like there was just
Or can we say that was right center?
the teensiest bit of grass in between his toe and the.
Yeah, I felt like he was in. I don't think it's
Yeah.
a question if he was in or not. It's just, was he able to get to it because he was getting pulled a yard and a half downfield.
Oh, yeah! Shavers in the backfield. Let's go. Blew that shit up.
Tommy Castellanos, known for his legs, entered the year as QB1. Got hurt in week 5. That opened the door briefly for Grayson James, who then in November took over for Castellanos against Syracuse. Bill O'Brien moved forward.
What's up,
with
Corn
James.
Man?
Castellanos left the team. James took over the job, and on top of all of that, a big transfer has signed up. Dylan Lonergan.
What's up,
from
Royal
Alabama.
Pine?
But it's James today and
Another
goes
stop
nowhere
short.
for Boston College against
I don't know
a
if they got
very
back
good
to the
Nebraska
original
defense.
line of
Yes, Sherman.
scrimmage. Yep, Sherman with the big hit.
Number 48, he's coming off the edge. This defense.
What year is
excited to be
Sherman?
out
Is he a
there playing
senior?
for Coach John
Yeah.
Butler. You mentioned a little bit earlier, Tony White, defensive
You see they're trying to
coordinator.
find
He
a way
leaves
to,
over
or
Florida
not
State
find a
as
way,
their
but trying to see if they can
defensive
get
coordinator.
David
An
Wright
extra
another
year.
year,
Mhm.
seventh year.
Definitely,
That'd
they
be
got something to
insane,
prove, they
dude.
said today.
They're trying to get him a Tommy Fraser blood clot year.
Third down and long for James.
Kobe breath.
Ooh, looks like pressure. Nope, only 4 come, but they do get pressure. Come on, somebody get him. I'm gonna.
Pass midfield from third and long.
This is where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
If he'd have slowed down a little bit.
I know, he
would've
really
been
should have
blocked.
slowed down.
It's just making a play. You got everybody there.
They went into offense.
That shit should have been blown up.
Guy miss. You make one guy miss, and boom, turbo. hit
You
the
know
jets,
Satterfield's
get
over
to
there
the
going,
outside for a huge
What were you saying
gain
about them
on
screens
third
being
and
shit?
12.
I didn't hear you guys. What did you say about them
North
screens?
Carolina returning for the first time in more than 2 months from injury.
That was embarrassing.
Gets it on the ground and there's nothing doing.
It's like, the more things change, the more things stay the
In
same.
the frequency
My guy,
with which
hard
they
song.
run versus
My guy,
pass.
hard song,
And
not your guy.
Especially you would think with these conditions and the identity Bill O'Brien wants.
Yeah, he said, look, this field.
I
the
cannot
way
believe
these
they just
conditions
threw
are,
a screen
this is
out of
our
the
backyard.
end zone
This is
for
what
50
feels
yards
like
plus,
BC
bro.
practice every
That's
single day. This is
disgusting.
honestly what they want to play. This is the tempo they go at.
Good play call. You know they're coming on third down, especially pinned back.
5 minutes into the bad boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
If the players
From
execute,
+44.
sound familiar? A lot of those plays are actually designed to work.
By the redshirt freshman Reed Harris.
Good thing everyone agreed with you that this game doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I was like, guys, can we get one different opinion, please?
Dana Holgerson said, it won't change how I call it. Matt Rule said, you're
JB says, so how does it feel playing a bowl game? It feels good. Feels good. It does. I'm not going to lie. Now, I can already foresee what's about to happen, so that don't feel so good.
And Bill O'Brien
Okay.
told us down on the field, we practice on conditions like this all the time.
Yeah, this ain't nothing but practice for us. That's what he said.
Harris got the first down, and now Grayson James is going back to the air.
Ooh,
Getting
James
away for
escapes a
Sherman. Directly,
sack.
James will just
Wisely
get rid of
throws it out of
for
bounds.
BC.
2nd and 10 coming up.
So for Grayson James, 4th straight start. Redshirt junior from Texas. Transfer from Florida International. I told you, came off the bench week 11. Named the starter for Tommy Castellanos. What do you like about him?
Yeah, I just like his decision making. If you're going to play quarterback in a Bill O'Brien offense, you got to be a great decision maker. And even on that last play, some quarterbacks would try to make something happen. And what does he do? Throws the ball away and get to the next down. That's the type of quarterback play that Bill O'Brien preaches.
Told us, I love being the field general of this team.
Hand off, up the gut, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11 yards. Gary.
Picks up 11. Guy who was a workhorse down the stretch.
Yeah, he's a workhorse, but he's always got guys in front of him. They've got pullers. They've got tight ends who pull. They've got wide receivers who come in and crack blocks. It's all about the multiple
Yep,
guys
Hot
that
Rod.
try
I'm
to get at the point of
realizing
attack.
that immediately. Right after that interception, I was like, oh, shit. We're still the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We're still being punished by God for succeeding too much in the 90s.
When we chatted with him.
Punished by God.
Robichaux motions back into the backfield.
Hand off. Got a hand on him. Pulled his towel out.
Hand off.
That didn't stop him.
Pulled his towel out. That didn't stop him. About a 2-yard gain.
Trapillo, the right tackle, has opted out. Fifth-year senior, first team All-ACC. So too is the right guard, Jack.
I'm just worried this is going to
sixth-year
ruin
senior,
their chances at winning the Big Ten this year.
Jude Bowery was a
Nah,
starter
don't worry about
at
that.
left
They
tackle
don't turn it
all season. He
around
went down
here.
in the regular
Don't worry
season
about that.
finale. And so there's all kinds of changes in front of the
All right,
likes of
on the
Robichaux
snap
and
here.
Yeah, you got Doherty and Klein. Those guys,
I'm
they're
gonna
going to step
pause
up today. And the big thing is,
That's not a big deal. I was just joking around. It was on a goof. I just said that on a goof.
Snap.
They're all lined up off sides. What are you doing, bro? Back up. Snap.
in front of you back. That's what helps them.
Play action. Hit him in the flat. It is a sloppy field, bro.
Cam Leonard lined up way offside.
Hey, JB, I got something for you, bub.
It's almost 4 downs.
It's called a hide user on this channel. Suck my dick, JB.
Wow.
How's that sound?
That's hurtful.
Look at this as a
Well,
third down, hopefully getting off the field.
I'm done with it.
2 more downs if they don't get this one on third.
Wowzers.
Nobody kicks it in terms of field goals as infrequent.
You just make a mess in your trousers?
Definitely 4-down territory for the 10th play of the drive.
Oh, low snap. He saves it,
Don't
though.
matter.
Robinson takes him down. Might force a little
6, 7
little
yards.
field goal here. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky and it's sloppy. Nice and sloppy. You know?
That defensive front, all they do is just create havoc. They create push. And 2 guys working to get the quarterback down. Outstanding. They're just lined up right here. You got these guys right here in the middle. And then watch them work. Just watch the 2 guys in the middle. They just work. They just push. Create opportunities. And help each other out.
All right, folks. 43-yarder in the sloppy mud. And he shanks it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? Remember when I promised you that was what was going to happen after that big 50-yard screenplay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, doesn't matter. Just wearing the clock down a little bit because they're going to go down here and shank a
for your
40-plus yard field goal.
range.
Oh, boy.
How's the basketball team been doing, by the way, and by the by?
Won the Hawaiian tournament.
Oh, really?
Can we still say Hawaiian? Or is there a specific nicer thing we're supposed to say?
I think for
Or
now
different
you can
thing?
still say Hawaiian.
That's still good for now? One more year before that expires?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oy.
Yeah,
If we could drag this game out to about 5, 6 o'clock, that would be...
I mean, it's probably going to be a 4-hour burn.
That's my
You
hope.
know?
That is me hope.
No, I knew 3 days in advance. I'm like, I have to flip my sleep schedule. I have to. Like, I'm not trying to wake up at 10:30, 10 a.m. for this bowl game and be dead through the whole thing. Then again, I don't have to work through the night, but well, gaming is kind of a job to me.
It is. It's just a job to you.
You know, and I took a night off from gaming. What up,
The
Chris?
sacrifices you make, man.
Telling you. I didn't kill no zombies last night. You know, I didn't I didn't run from any dinosaurs in the woods last night. I didn't even hit a single corner 3 last night. I went dopamine free. Something you'll never be able to do.
No, because I'm...
Yeah, senor, 10 a.m. might as well be 6 a.m. Might as well be 4 a.m. to the normal person.
Well, last time I looked at the clock, it was like 7:40 something. So that's cool.
Before you fell asleep?
Yeah.
Jesus,
so I'm a little worried I got too much sleep, if you know what I mean.
You might have.
You know how when you sleep so hard for so long, you wake up and you're almost exhausted from that? It's kind of where I'm at.
I'm sure they're going to give you Employee of the Month one of these months.
You mean the Gary Award?
Mm-hmm. Gary of the Month.
Be back, and Dana Holgerson has taken over as the offensive coordinator.
That's a dope hoodie that Holgerson's got on.
Yes. You said it took me 9 months. Matt Rule had called him in the offseason and said, do you want to consult? Do you want to call?
Hand off to Ramir.
Rammer.
Yes.
Gets a couple yards.
On the ground. And so, yeah, here he is, Dana Holgerson, taking over an offense again, longtime head coach.
I'll tell you this, Mike. Football coaches, they coach, and they love to coach. And they get a little time off, and they realize, I miss coaching.
Dan the Cornman says, am I the only one annoyed that we're playing on a baseball field?
No.
I'm not annoyed with it, but I'm worried that it's not going to be the greatest quality of field.
Bonner and the physical sophomore picks up 9.
I mean, this is your baseball field. This is
true.
Your
team. We
team.
can only hope to go to the places that Dana Holgerson did in less than 1 full calendar year. This is unbelievable.
London, Bordeaux, French Riviera, Monaco, Paris. Yeah, he went to France twice. He said he had so much fun. So that's the time that he had off. Decided to do something.
Shotgun snap. Good. Safe. Offensive line play, protecting, and we throw it a little too deep.
I'd rather him overthrow a dude than hang it up there for a half hour.
For sure, but same result.
He put it right where it needed to be, and Barney just the outstretched arms just almost got there.
He didn't get grabbed at all. He didn't get grabbed at all on his way to grab it. That's not pass interference, Gary. Stop looking.
I mean, it didn't affect him not catching it, but
working on the true
still, if we had done that, that's a PI, bro.
That's an NBA type. Yeah, there's a penalty here, but we're not calling it this time. Don't want to.
Nice throw.
Nice catch too.
That was
back and
nice.
down like I do against you.
Right.
The only difference is he didn't turn around and stiff arm him into the mud like I would do to you.
For Jamal Banks to catch and continue to run. Those are the aspects of the offense that you want to see Dylan Raiola continue to go through. He talked about his welcome to college football moment, and he said it was about being out there early in his career, getting hit on the sideline. He's learning the game in just his 13th start.
Handoff.
Puts it on the ground.
A few yards.
Johnson, 6th-year senior from 10 minutes from here in Harlem. Yeah, you asked Dylan Raiola that. He told us week 2. Colorado.
I agree, Gunny boy.
3rd down and 10. He took off. He ran.
Hopefully that improves, because that's the only thing really missing. I mean, sometimes he hits it, but I mean, I've seen worse deep ball throwers as a Bears fan. Trust me. Here's a deep shot, and it's 5 yards, maybe 3 yards too deep.
Cam Martinez, the Ohio State transfer, was in coverage, and it's 3rd down.
You keep saying coverage.
At least they're keeping him honest.
For a true freshman,
right? They know we're going to take shots. That should open up other shit.
Doing that. I mean, maybe not.
And right now, you keep seeing him find
twice in one set.
That's where he enjoys throwing the football.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with it.
Got a defensive injury over here on Boston College. Quintavious Hutchins. That's what your parents were going to name you before Gary, right? Quintavious?
Quintavious.
Caldwell Menson.
Well, there was like 4 names before they settled on Gary because they couldn't agree.
They wanted to name you after your real black dad that wasn't, you know.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that about me.
Well, they do now. That's not going to make them agree with you in the last video.
Wow, they already do.
At least people weren't like super like mean about it, but it was unanimous.
No, and I
unanimous.
I like that. Like I really enjoy and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it's because it doesn't always work out for me, but a lot of times I get to go. Remember when I was saying that the game didn't matter? That was stupid, wasn't it?
You might get to say that.
I mean, the angle, from my perspective, I 1000% can say it because it literally doesn't. Win or lose, when this game's over, the season's over. Like, other than the practices they get.
So nobody swayed you in the comments?
Well, no, there wasn't like a whole lot of other opinion. It was just...
No, people were saying it matters because it gives you a winning season versus a losing season, something we haven't had. Bro, it's all for the same thing. Like, you know how with like when it comes to politics or just business in general, it's like follow the money, follow the money. Politics. Right, but it's always comes back to money. To me, what it comes back to in college football is image to recruits, what it looks like to recruits. You go into a recruit's house, you say we're on the right track. We had a winning season. Not only did we get to a bowl game, but we beat a team who was ranked a lot of the year. That looks good to recruits, and you're wrong if you think it doesn't. So eat that. Eat that!
Did you see almost as many comments of people talking about how NIL and transfer portal have ruined college football?
No.
There was a lot.
Were there?
If you like read through like the longer comments, a lot of people were saying that. And they're right if you think it's ruined football. I mean, if you loved the way football had been or even just used to it, yeah, I would say it's changed it. I don't know that it's necessarily ruined it. I think people are quick to say all these teams suck or they are washed or haven't done whatever. I think it's making more parity, not across the board, but across some of the bigger conferences. And all those things you just said you laid out as like a pitch for recruiting, I couldn't agree more. If I couldn't come in after you give that sales pitch and go, here's $750,000 to come play with us.
Well, we can also do that, baby boy.
Okay,
don't
cool.
you worry about that.
But this dude plays in the Pinstripe Bowl
Don't you worry about
every
that.
other year.
No, we have both. We have both.
Where does this offense go?
We have both. We have both.
Can they try to establish more of a rushing attack?
Or could have both if we win.
The red zone.
Cuck.
With Nebraska and its first bowl game, like we said, since 2016.
I was concerned about the Pinstripe or the Honolulu Bowl.
Hand off. Stop.
North Omaha Miller Park Bowl any more than they're worried about anything outside of the college playoff. I mean,
Boston College's first consensus All-American.
the players are making my case for me. How many teams have significant amounts of players not playing in these bowl games? But that's what they want. That's going to sway them to go to this team over the other team so they can play in a pointless bowl game in January or the end of December. Like, well, then why isn't anybody playing?
One of the best defensive players at Boston College.
I'll wait.
Since Luke Kuechly, that's some high praise.
Because they're soft. This new era of player is soft.
That's fine.
Okay.
Only his fourth career catch, but he picks up.
Damn, bro, they all have so much grass in their heads, in their helmets after these catches.
The entire game, right? So what do? They do a little delay with the tight end Lindenmeyer. He stands in, acts like
fellas, ladies. Just kidding, there's no ladies in here. Hit that like button, please. We got 61 watching, even less probably, honestly. And we have 23 likes. Help us out, guys. Help us get to 50 likes. It's huge for the stream, I promise. And that's what you guys care about.
Dealing with a left ankle injury. The training staff just taped up his ankle over his shoe. Now they're currently taping up the right ankle as well. He's going to try and give it a go, but he's in some pain.
Jesus.
One of the best.
I love that nickname through zero, Linden Daddy.
Marinaro just ran back onto the field. Fifth-year senior, former walk-on.
Yeah, you thought you were going to keep him off the field?
Harburg out there? Harburg out there as a wide receiver?
Really didn't play.
In motion?
Defensively, his first.
Get him the ball. Get him the ball. Get him the ball. They got it to him. My guy.
Did they just run a Harburg play where he didn't take a snap and run?
Well, no, they're saying he moved. He's moved officially to tight end.
Tight end.
I love it. I'm horny for it.
I want him more in the H-back. I want him to line up in the back and get some handoffs.
That would be nice.
Throw.
We could call him Triple H. You know?
For Nebraska.
You just can't turn it off, can you?
Can't.
Creativity.
It's a job to me.
Dude, that was a great throw.
Yeah.
Looking off left, guy in his face, guy coming into his face,
Pause.
and he drops it off the other direction.
LMAO.
A little bit of time to get the ball down the field with no safety in the middle. He knows he's got an opportunity.
Get it back to Linden Daddy.
You mentioned how
Big old 44. Tom Rathman.
2nd and 5.
Moving from fullback to tight end. Barney.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Just get up past the first down. What do you do here?
Sail out. Sail out.
I go for it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care if every one of our starters gets hurt as long as we win this game. That's how important it is.
There you go. There you go.
They've got a whole offseason to get better.
There you go.
Healthy.
First down, Ramir.
Rammer Johnson.
Did he get his shoe ripped off, or is he wearing a black one and a white one?
He don't need shoes. You can't say that.
Yeah, he got his shoe ripped off.
Yeah, Royals got him. He's like, we need a shoehorn. We need a shoehorn.
Here at Yankee Stadium of the first quarter. A slog in terms of conditions and scoreless.
Well,
they
folks,
took him out and put Emmett in. You know why? Because Emmett can keep his goddamn shoes on.
Wow. No, Emmett's the one that lost. Oh, Emmett.
No,
My bad. I get confused.
You want to piss Holgerson off, lose a shoe on a play. That'll get your ass benched.
Holger Daddy don't play that.
He does not play that. Now, shoeless Joe Satterfield might have. This is a new era of football, boys.
Do you really blame?
Yeah.
Or I guess how much do you blame Raiola for that
100%.
interception earlier? Because I give him. I don't. I mean, I think that's
Which one?
the one where the receiver slid and got pulled a little bit.
You should have said the only one that happened, dipshit.
Oh shit.
That's what you should have said.
Oh
That's
shit.
what I would have said to you.
Ah.
I don't know, man. I still didn't get to see the play before. You just see him sliding this way and reaching back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's obviously pretty sloppy. Guys are sliding around, so maybe he didn't get pulled, but it kind of looked like he did.
Dan says 100% on Dylon. Through zero, Harburg definitely looks good at tight end, and I'm glad he accepted the role change. I hope he continues with it, because if he has hands, he could be a great tight end. If he can block, too. So I guess that's not likely, right, that he can block and catch.
Yeah, I love him at tight end if he's going to be more of the Brewington type tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love him as a traditional tight end because of his size and the aspect of blocking and whatnot. Not saying he can't block. I mean, if he was a receiver 4 yards farther out, you'd still expect him to be able to block downfield. But I'm saying when you're trying
I almost
to block
like him at wide receiver.
Yeah, as I say, I'd like him more as like
a.
But I don't know how his route running is.
Right.
But I think he's going to be more of the Janarian Bonner, Brewington type tight end.
What's up,
I would
Cody?
You see him line up a little bit in the backfield. Pull on the edges to help block, chip block, get out in the flats, maybe get some pitches and jets. Things like that.
Yeah, so after doing a basketball live stream last night and going straight into this one, I can really feel the difference in commercial volume. Holy shit. Are there more football commercials than there are basketball commercials? This is wild, dude. This dude's butt chin is just aggressive.
Do you think it has anything to do with the ratings being so down in basketball that advertisers are like, or do you think
no, I think
it's
just pace of the game. Like, you have to wait in basketball. Like, you have to wait for a timeout or some shit. It feels a lot more natural to go to timeout. These things are shoehorned in. Speaking of shoehorns, they're just like, hey, everyone, stop playing football. We gotta sell some shoes. It's like, come on, just let them keep playing if it's natural. Here we go. Come on, boys. Punch this in. Punch it in. Punch it in. Punch it in. Giggity, giggity. All right. How you like that? Ramir, who you said could never score a touchdown again.
I did. I remember when I said that specifically.
Whoo. We should let some balloons fly. I'm sure New York would like that.
They probably have drones come in and zap the people who let them go.
Suburban-sized drones launching missiles at the balloons.
Laser missiles.
Yeah. Hot Rod says, hog legs horses for the touchdown.
Hogs.
Get this in there. We go, baby. End the game now. Stop the count. Stop the count. Stop the steal. They're going to try to steal this game from us, man.
I mean, they're going to lay it all on the line.
Back to commercial.
Do
you like Sonic?
We got to see one play.
How
much? Stop being greedy.
Ridiculous. It was a good drive, though. Really good drive. We could have, if we didn't get unlucky with that first pick, we could have 10 or 14 right now.
Wow.
I'm so much happier with hog leg instead of sat.
Wow.
Sam says we should be up 14. Yeah, absolutely, we should. And this is the type of thing that always kills us. Hello.
What?
She's underrated. I don't know who she is, but she's underrated.
The itch cream chick?
Yeah. Angelic.
Bro.
Okay.
I have to give you a hard pass on that.
Really?
I mean, I think she's accurately rated. Let's say that. I ain't trying to shit on anybody, but you act like,
well,
you always like the
wholesome type.
Yeah, that like innocent girl next door looking type chick.
It's a good look.
Yeah.
Can't all be Erin Andrews in her prime.
Well, I think face-wise she was overrated.
Can't always be Doris Burke at her current age.
Who can be, though? Am I right? Are you good with that for a little bit? Are you going to need that longer? I mean, just maybe like a little break if you could, just like 2 minutes. Or I can go grab a t-shirt. Sweating profusely.
Bro, iPhone 16 is out. Guess which iPhone I have? I'm still on 11.
2.5.
I'm on 11. I don't even upgrade anymore. My phone is great the way it is. Like, I finally learned that lesson. Bradley Mustaine says this program is on the rise.
Oh, 100%.
Unlike what Gary thinks, which is that this game doesn't matter at all. Gary doesn't want to win. Gary
I'll be
wants
pissed
to
if we
lose.
do.
Yeah.
So Dylan Raiola knows the significance of this moment for Johnson.
And to go get some of the football.
That's cool. He went and tracked down the football for
Ramirez. As well. Think about that. Understanding, I got to get this.
Yeah, but the game doesn't matter to these guys.
Just watching those teammates.
They don't care.
Man, that's great. That's
they don't care.
Right there, Mike.
Neither does Rule. Neither do the fans, according to you.
No one does.
I'm excited.
This is why you'll never be on Corn Craze level.
Nope.
Bitch.
Yep.
Come on, guys. Get him done. Don't get ran over, nah.
I gotta go. Next commercial, I gotta run upstairs and change into like a t-shirt or something.
Getting a little sweaty?
It's about 97, 98, 7, 11 and a half down here right now.
Here in Texas, we actually have to deal with the winter elements.
I don't know how you guys do it, honestly. Has it dipped below 60 yet for you guys?
Oh, yeah. It was 38 the other night.
Oh, shit. They shut everything down? How many old people and children died?
Half the state.
Lost a lot of good people out there, didn't you?
Definitely a full circle moment here for Ramirez.
Man in motion, handoff. Nice stop by Robinson in the back, and future 7th-year senior Javen Wright.
Big tie. He's hard to block, man. It's just you got to find a way to put 2 or 3 guys on number 9. If you don't, he's going to be in your back.
Just go now. You might be back by the next end of commercials.
310 pounds. He's just a menace in the backfield.
I could rush, and I'm still going to miss 2 commercial breaks.
That's true.
Mel Kiper Jr.'s got him as his 5th ranked defensive.
Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Actually, they got a man in motion coming to join. They're going to hit him in the flat.
That's clean again.
Come on, boys. Get him done now. Going to be about 3rd and 7, maybe 3rd and 8.
The Music City Bowl comes your way Monday afternoon over on ESPN.
I love that. I can't wait to see what Butler does, if much different on defense.
Don't say that too
and
loud.
Not only now do you not get to see the secondary, you barely get to see the linebackers because they're so dialed in and tied up on the offense.
But Nebraska said
can't tell who's playing what.
That should have been one.
Can't really see where they're lined up. Oh, there we go.
The last game of the season.
Got 3 down now.
Stick with one more man. Yep.
Come on, pressure.
You
get him
gotta
down.
Get home if you're gonna run man.
Damn it! That could have been huge, bro.
Yeah, because they played really good man. There's nothing there. No one could get home.
He's like, okay, I gotta go. The pocket has collapsed.
Damn it!
Judy's tackling the air out there.
Marker is for the first down. This is one of the reasons why we've talked about it already, Mike. He's auditioning for 2025. It's going to be a quarterback battle at Boston College. And right now, Grayson James is trying to keep his name at the top of that list.
He told us this year has been a whirlwind.
I like this dude, Grayson James, so far. He seems pretty good.
Did you ban the
Oh! Shavers! Just shaved 5 years off Grayson James' life.
I see what you did there.
You like that?
I see what you did there,
It's a job to me.
Just a job.
Vincent Shavers has done all season long. Just find the ways. He sees that hole and it gets in there and it goes in.
I don't want to brag,
I mean, look at the coverage.
But that delayed blitz, realizing that hey, the quarterback turned
And
into
they're
What a tackle, bro. Textbook.
The DBs had guys locked up.
and almost got our second
I don't know how
turnover
good these
of this
receivers
game.
are. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of mailed it in.
Much at all.
It's almost like having 2 full jobs, getting in the way a little bit of your performance. Screen pass. Get him down. Good tackle. Is that Sanford and Son?
Yeah, I've been impressed
It's
so
just
far
more,
with these Nebraska Cornhuskers, the black shirts, the defense. They've been flying
so I wasn't
around
putting a ton
under
of
Coach
effort
John
into,
Butler,
like,
the new defensive coordinator who's taken over. And he's
what's the
learning these guys
matchup
just as
gonna
much
look
as
like?
They're learning him. He was in the National Football
That's
League
Dante
last year,
Jones.
so he's learning this 3-3-5 scheme. And these guys are playing relentless.
You don't even remember him, do you?
Nope.
That was Donovan Jones in on the stop. Third down and long.
Lined up offsides. Lined up offsides.
Pressure comes.
Oh, no. That hurts.
First grab for Lewis Bond, and the trustworthy redshirt junior picks up.
That hurts. How is he so open? If he had thrown that a little bit less ahead
We'll
of
never
him.
show anything other than the ball, so we won't really know. Unless they come back on a replay and give us the sky cam view and explain it to us.
On the ground. And Kai Robichaux up the middle for a couple.
2-yard gain.
This is going back to that third down play. That's a huge pickup, Mike. You're thinking right now they're trying to get their offense in sort of in order. We already talked about it. They've got 3 offensive linemen who are out of this football game that were your starters throughout the season. And so you're trying to figure out, how is this game going to go? Are we running the football? Are we going to throw it? But to have that completion on 3rd and long, that's a big confidence builder. And they maybe could get them on track.
Much needed for this Eagles offense. 5 minutes gone by in the second here at the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Snap out to the flat again, and he just falls.
Mud monster.
I'll take it.
That was a tackle by the turf.
Yeah.
The turf gets a solo tackle in that one in the stat sheet. And it's one of those.
Wow, senor, you know they'll hop in there and
Coaches
figure
will tell
something
you,
out
if
with
you're slipping and
commercials
falling,
to
don't find
drag
solutions
it
that work,
out.
because there's no way McDonald's supposed to get tackled like that.
Said fast game might be 2 hours at this pace.
If it's looking like that, it'll be an hour
So
long
that's all on you,
halftime.
brother. That was the decision that you made today, wearing white shoes down on this pinstripe field.
Timeout?
Nebraska calls timeout.
Commercial break.
Yeah, they're like, guys, we're running short on commercial.
Guys, this is.
We got a quota. So.
They're like, even senior pimps in Big Red Ranch chat is calling this out. You gotta slow down.
But when it's time to eat, suddenly you feel out of sync.
You know?
Oh, that's funny, man.
Have you tried these Factor meals yet? You got a Factor commercial?
Yep.
Cannot suggest them enough. They are so good.
I'm good.
They're better than any of the bullshit you eat.
Nope. No, I'd try them. I was just, no matter what you said, I was going to disagree with it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I should probably bring the chat up because you're kind of starting to bore me a little bit. It's either talk to the chat or come down there and beat your ass.
Oh, shit. Please pull up the chat then. That'd be some good food, Metro.
What would? Okay.
You said that you eat RFK's food straight from RFK's garden.
He's always trying to get me to come over and
Yeah, to the compound.
and I'm like, sorry. I
To
know
the Kennedy
you're
compound.
well, I just know that he's a science denying anti-vaxxer. I don't want to catch something. I used to like him, and then something changed, and I can't stand him now.
You're gonna love these parsnips. I grew them myself.
hops and barley.
He
I'm
sounds
more
like
of
a man who's drinking beer right now.
I'm more of a corn fermented in charcoal barrels kind of guy.
Kat Dennings, you know, she's not overrated. You know, just saying. Those jugs were made for walking.
That's just what they'll do.
Okay.
Jugs.
Nathan says John Butler hasn't been terrible. I agree. So far, so good.
Helmet in hand on a line that has dealt with injuries and opt-outs already coming in.
Yeah, so now what is it that you do as an offensive line? You get the help.
Like every year, I'm pretty excited about the additions that will be coming in to see what that looks like.
Down for Grayson James and the Eagles.
Little play act. Screen
Low
again.
top.
Get him done.
Good pursuit, Gifford, from the other side of the field.
Senior on the stop.
Something
Flag
he's
on the
never been able to do.
play.
The marker at the 25.
It looks to probably be holding in that area of where the ball was caught from that backside official who saw it.
Personal foul, blocking below the waist. Offense, number 8. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul.
Why does this referee look like a Disney villain, like robber? Like
I don't know, but so far,
It's going to be on that left, and he comes in.
I know early on I was like, man, could have been pass interference on the Barney play, or maybe the Banks one we didn't get to see it, but I feel like they're letting them play for the most part. What is that, the second flag?
Outside coming in for a block. Those are the ones that you got to kind of do a blow by. Just get in the way, not necessarily.
Maybe that's why the game's going a little quicker than we thought it would have at this point.
Well, they're running a lot, which they do.
We're grateful for that. 20 minutes in.
We're running a decent amount, completing some passes. That's what we're not used to seeing.
Gets a free slate here in the bowl game, like everyone.
Get down. Oh, they accepted it. I would have.
22.
I don't know.
Well, if you can hold them to a punt, you got to punt on the other side of the 50, and they do.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
Boys.
I like Bullet. You see him come in with the Superman punch, trying to get the ball out.
It's called a peanut punch. Let's
No, it's
show
not.
the Bears
Not
some
when
respect.
you launch and
Let's
go
show
like
the Bears
this.
some respect. Peanut did that plenty.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
But it gave them a better opportunity, more at 4th and 14 than where they were before. So this is going to be a ball obviously thrown deep.
Cornman says they're going
How
for
can they
it.
create
4th
an
and 14. I'm
advantage?
sure they're all
How
way
can they
ahead
get
of us.
Lewis Bond one-on-one on the outside, Mike? Try to create a
Well,
one-on-one
let's be
opportunity.
fair. Way ahead of you.
For Grayson James.
And your Nebraska
I'm just dragging you down.
modem.
As usual.
Downfield threat, top of your screen, 4 and white. They need 14.
Shotgun. Get him. Come
Well,
on.
hold.
He's under press. She's going to run for it and get it.
No.
Okay, at least they storped him.
Well defended by Nebraska, and they get a turnover on down.
Let's go.
Football back
Who's
to the
a
Huskers,
Koa
up
or
by 7.
Ochoa?
Next.
I don't know.
Dude, they're like Doe over the top of him. He's like 84. Do they move an offensive player to like safety? But did you notice on that play, nobody was lined up past the first down marker?
I didn't notice that, but that's awesome.
He's doing a lot of man. I don't know if that's a sign of things to come or just something he likes with this matchup because they run so much. But they don't have that 5 to 7 yard no man's land like every team has had the last 2 years on us.
I like what I see so far. You know, the commercials, that is.
Yeah, I say.
Love these
I hope you're not
commercials.
talking about that dumbass game no one cares about.
No.
It keeps getting in the way of these over the like award-winning witty commercials.
We need to go punch a touchdown in now before things get bad in the second half. Because Because that is kind of what we do. That's something the Suns and the Huskers actually have in common across sports lines.
Try to relax.
Ow.
I can sit here and listen to your negativity.
Ain't nothing but something to compare. You know?
Sundito.
Am I the only one who's noticed how fat Jake from State Farm has gotten? He's fat now. He's fat. The man is 2 Jakes wide.
I'm going to learn how to do the editing and stuff that you do. Mm-hmm. And like at the end of every season, I'm going to put a montage together.
A fat body shaming
montage? From the first video of the season through the streams. All the way to
a long montage. I'm sorry, I'm the guy that holds others accountable. Nobody likes that guy. Okay?
Well.
But me and RFK have a important role to play in society.
You do. You were put on this planet to do 2 things.
Seed oils.
It's mock people
Put
that
down the seed oils.
Illnesses that'll follow them throughout the rest of their lifetime, and body shaming. And you execute both to the fullest extent possible.
Those Husker coats are sick, bro. I might grab one for the winter. The harsh Texas winter to come.
For that long, they're predicting like a long week and a half winter for you guys this year, aren't they? You might want to try to get out of there for a while.
He's got a HH sticker, Raiola does, on the back of his helmet. Is that for Hogleg Holgerson?
No, that's for Heinrich Harburg.
I think that's for Hogleg Holgerson.
That was early in Frank Spaziani's tenure.
Yeah,
they're really taking his nickname seriously,
man.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
The Huskers.
Putting the foundation together for 2-storied programs.
Harburg in motion.
Hand off. A nice. Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't care if he got hurt as long as we get the win. I don't think he was down. I know they're saying he was down.
Bro, I thought his leg snapped.
The way he went down, I thought his ribs got crushed.
Wow.
I think it was Davion Crouch, I'm sorry, number 1 that comes in, the linebacker from the right side.
See, man, his leg. All right, good. His leg's fine. The way you got to. Bro didn't even try to hold on to the ball.
So you got a sandwich.
Damn.
College defenders coming in to get.
So we're going to have to do this the hard way, huh? And by this, I mean lose. Come on, you guys could slide a commercial in. There's a turnover.
See, that's why you go for it on 4th and long.
Plenty of time to hear what Arby's has on sale.
And Nebraska's turnover issues continue here so far today. The Raiola pick.
First down, pitch. Come on now, great tackle, Singleton. Few yards on the game, but I'll take it.
You know, one thing when you're playing, look at this. Look at these offensive linemen that you have here. So you got one here, but you keep going. Another. You get an extension of a tight end, another tight end. This is the offense of Bill O'Brien and what they do offensively. And you get a bunch of pullers in front. And if you don't adjust as a defense, that's how you get these 4 or 5 yard gains to start a drive.
Play action, steps up, batted down by Ty.
One of those formations is called with all the big boys up front.
Yeah, one of those was the Jumbo Chicago. And so this is what you do as a defensive coordinator, right? If you're John Butler and you're like, okay, what personnel do they have in the game? What are they doing? And you're trying to figure things out. And the reason why they do it is because everyone knows who's in the game. I played with guys, and what we would utilize, Mike, is the college that they played for. When I was in the NFL, the college told us what personnel grouping we were in. So I Dane guy. So
can't do that.
Start
was in the game. That means Mike Monaco was playing free safety.
Offense, number 53.
I think it was the Chiefs game on Christmas Day. They actually said offsides on the offense.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was the Chiefs game. Might not have been.
I told you it existed. It's rare, but it exists.
Well, it exists now because you created it. And the league was like, guys, emergency meeting. This genius on Big Red.
He understands things that we can't.
He's an innovator, I think.
Yeah.
The main pitching.
He's changed the game going forward. Man in motion, stops. Nobody to protect. Doesn't need it. Steps up.
Home.
All right, 4th down again. This is a field goal attempt, right? Do you think they go for it?
They're going for it. If you're going for it on 4th and 14, midfield, you're going for it on 4th and 4 down there. Wow. You already shanked a 40-yard field goal, whatever it was. It's about what this would be, 38, 40. Where they at? Oh, it's 4th and 7. I thought it was 4th and 4.
So he's escaping opposite him, and that's how he got positive yards. Turn this.
We got Long John Silver blast from me in the chat. What are we talking about in the chat? We talking about food?
Again, BC, one of the 3 most aggressive teams on 4th down.
What's really good, Metro?
Play clock winding down on James.
Shotgun.
4-man rush. James.
Okay, good defense,
Burgers?
my boys.
Arby's got burgers now? Arby's got burgers.
Yeah. You know, they had a Wagyu burger. I went and tried it. Here's the problem. Fast food places are required by law to cook their burgers to a full dry inside
220 internal temp.
So I ain't eating a Wagyu burger like that, bro. I need it to be medium rare. So I went and got it, and it was like, dude, this thing is fully cooked all the way through. Like, it just wasn't right. It just tasted dry as shit.
Are you an Arby's guy?
I like Arby's roast beef Sammy's, not going to lie.
Those things are so good.
So good, bro. I don't understand why everyone acts like... I feel like most people have never had Arby's, so they're just like, yeah, Arby's sucks. Am I a part of the cool club now? Bitch, you don't know nothing about Arby's. All right? When I went to Omaha West Side, we'd get Arby's once a week brought in. Those were the days. You know?
I learned last week. We got to go back to Sandito's question because it's actually football. But before that, Bobby said mystery meat Arby's. Last week, I think it was last week, if not the week before at work, this dude who, I don't know if he has cattle or his buddy or whatever it was, but apparently Arby's meat is from milk cows because there's not much fat or whatever on them, so it's not like good cow. So when they're done milking them or whatever at the end, they sell the milk, those cows, to Arby's. And there's one other thing he said, I can't remember. I have to ask somebody. So, which I was surprised.
That's got to be why it's different, because I ain't never had roast beef like that from any other restaurant or grocery store.
Royal Pine, who's not bitter at all, says if he wanted shitty roast beef, he'd go back to his ex. But up here. Who was it? Sandito. He said opinion on defense so far under the new coordinator. Gabe, teach us. We're roast. Speaking of roast beef, baste us with your knowledge.
This might sound stupid and might be wrong, but they look like they're playing a little bit more pro-style defense to me. They look like a professional team out there on defense. Maybe it's the man coverage that's making me feel that way. I like it. All right. I'm the guy that wanted John Butler all along.
All along. When he was still in Buffalo, you were like, we got to figure out a way to go get that guy.
Like he was able to plant and turn for that football I don't know if it's the cleats or not. It possibly, you see the cleats behind there. The footing has been a problem for both teams so far in this game. Grayson James delivered that ball on time.
I don't think we need to see a box of cleats for 5 minutes.
Well,
This side of the field not as wet, but it's much softer. A lot of divots over here.
I really like this Harburg in motion.
Seriously. Get it to Harburg.
Nope.
It's all right. Fedone Daddy. All right.
The redshirt junior from Council Bluffs, Iowa, picks up 13.
Yeah, Fedone just runs an underneath route, underneath the linebackers. It's always difficult because when you go behind the linebackers, you put that on the
Decent
safeties.
little throw. What do you think? A little bit behind him?
Linebackers and late
No,
safeties
good.
getting to the football. Raiola found the right guy.
Boston College with 2 takeaways, but still no points.
Harburg out wide. Nice blocking from Harburg.
That
You
was
like
a
that?
great block. I do like that. Remember when you said you didn't like him as far as a blocker?
I'm pretty sure I said I don't know if he can block.
Nah.
Top 20 showdown, Iowa State and Miami in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Then 7:30, the Valero Alamo Bowl, BYU, Colorado.
ass to
Both
the
games here on ABC.
mud.
Yeah.
Those
the
two
mud.
ball
That was a
games
dirty-ass jersey when he
combined,
got
they
up. I don't know if it was that dirty before,
2
but
and 3
damn.
in the NFL draft, Mike.
Honestly,
Cam
could be.
Ward, Shador Sanders, the Heisman Trophy winner.
Raiola looking deep, throwing 8 yards too deep.
Tucker in coverage. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
That's the one thing that I'm watching this Nebraska offense.
I don't know what's
They're
happening
missing,
like at the
Mike.
line, but I
They're
don't feel like
missing
Lloyd's
that
getting the
wide
separation
receiver
we used to
that
see him
gotta have
get.
it, that can go up and go make that type of
Certainly
catch,
not
the
on that
50-50
play.
ball, but be able
I mean, he's gone to him a
outrace
handful of times. I know he went to
defender,
Barney,
a
I think,
safety
twice
in the
deep,
corner.
but
Dylan Raiola puts a great
Just
football
not
out
real,
there, but these receivers are just having a tough
explosive.
time
I don't know if they're jamming him up
tracking
and
the
grabbing
ball
him or-
and making those big time
So
catches.
Hogleg hit you up about your sweater and said, let me get one of them.
yeah, bro. I was like, dude, just be your own person. And then like the 15th time, I'm like, fine.
Pressure comes.
Here's where I got it.
Stands in.
Oh, no.
Good throw,
For Ja'Cory Barney.
Go for it.
Quintavious Hutchins
4th and 3.
came around, and it's 4th down and a decision.
Yeah, the decision also for Raiola has to speed up.
Hogleg's
Like it.
He talked to us a little bit about his
boned up right now.
He
You
said
can
this
see
is
it
why
through
they
his
called me
pleats.
hog
Those
leg.
types of plays,
Yeah,
like third
slaps his
and
leg a couple
gets
times.
covered well, realizing I got to take off, find the yard marker, find the first down marker. He knows that's what he's going to work on this offseason.
4th and 3.
His escapability
Raiola on
and
the
finding
field.
first downs when they need it.
Where do they go here on 4th down and 3?
Come on, baby.
Barney, number 17.
That's an
Got him.
offsides.
Got you.
On
Thanks
the
for the first down.
defense.
Thanks for the first down.
Wow. We actually succeeded on a hard count.
Offsides.
You can't tell me this ref doesn't look like he broke into Macaulay Culkin's house when he was home alone.
Player to react. 5-yard penalty. The
think-
result of the penalty is a first down.
Yeah, just watch
He used to be
here.
part of
and
the-
watch the clap of the
Was
quarterback.
he a
So
wet
watch the
bandit
quarterback
member
clap.
or sticky bandit?
He looks like an
You
Italian
get the offside.
cartoon.
You should never jump, especially in that situation. 4th and 5 or less as a defense, you're screaming to each other, hey, watch the football, watch the football. That time they went on sound.
Drops back, looking deep.
Penalty.
Throwing. All right, Banks. Oh, Banks.
Jamal Banks.
Carlton Banks hooks us up with a nice first down.
18-yard hookup from Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, and you saw that just as much as I saw it, Mike. He came back to the football.
What do you think about Nair?
Wait for that ball that was fluttering in the air.
Going into the port.
It was a play in
Yeah.
which, look, Raiola, he
Bye.
was hit by Akpala.
Go drop passes, go drop touchdowns for somebody else.
For your 4th team.
Yeah.
Because you obviously weren't getting.
Appreciate you,
I thought it was
J-Dub.
odd when they were saying he was going to go. He was focusing on the draft.
Yeah.
It's
It's
you
like,
don't
is
really
he
need to
planning on
focus to
running a
go-
4-3?
Yeah, listen, you don't really.
Oh! Ramir! Down to the
Hammer.
2.
But you don't really need to get prepared to go to get signed as an undrafted free agent.
No.
At best, to be on somebody's to try out for a practice squad. But you do you. And then he's like, "No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go play for my 4th team."
Harburg with a block. There it is. Harburg is the heart and soul of this
I would
team.
say Harburg might be that dude that like never really gets the.
Oh, I thought they were going to give it to
the
Ty.
real limelight.
Quentin Ives?
Was there a
Wow,
Quentin
let's
Ives
go. Let's fucking go.
First career touchdown for the redshirt.
They should have gave that to Robinson, though. I'm sorry.
So Robinson?
Yeah. Give him a carry.
Boy, there's
I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I sure did. I see number 9.
He don't want the ball. He wants to go in there and punch people in the mouth.
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't like to run it in for a touchdown.
They tried getting him to.
He goes, no, I only block.
He said, I'll enter the portal at halftime if you try to give me a handoff. And they're like, you can't. You're all out of eligibility.
He said, I'd love to kick your ass up and down this place, but I got to get ready for next season.
Snap or a bad hold. Lindenmeyer go
Can anybody chase him down? No, you
Harburg.
don't.
Is that Harburg? Who is that? Can we get that long snapper in now, please?
Seriously. I was actually going to say something about the long snapper before the snap. I was going to say, is this our new long snapper, please?
Special teams. We never talk about it.
That was actually a great snap. Bro just muffed it.
How's about all offseason, Harburg becomes our new holder? And now you've got plenty of options as far as fake field goals and extra points go.
Get you on the board for the Eagles.
So it's something for Boston College. Run back by the true freshman corner.
That hurts, and they got to kick him the ball.
To get BC with something inside of 4 minutes to go until halftime.
Now, does that go into the stat sheet? I always wanted to know that. Does that go in as a stat when you run that ball?
Foley does need to catch it better, Zaga. I don't know what he was thinking on
Where
that.
do those yards go, Mike? Can we find out? Are they just
Foley's
evaporating
getting
thin
washed,
air?
bro.
I think so. I can tell you're in fantasy football mode.
I don't know how his old ass even has the eligibility
Where
left.
the yards and points go.
No, Jonathan Taylor's from the away from me last week, by the way.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired.
Because it's just like if we were going for two, like they took it into the end zone. So like if we'd have bobbled it, he would have jumped up and thrown it in. We would have got 2 for it.
Two with him. So 13-2, alerting Scorigami, and Brian Buschini gets the kickoff away. On a rainy, blustery day.
Not a great kick. What a wallop. Atta boy Bonner.
Over the mountain?
He came walloping over the mountain.
Walloping over the
Progressive.
mountain.
The cup will be awarded to the conference with the best winning percentage in the postseason.
Yeah, usually the SEC says they don't play till after New Year's, so usually those numbers tend to jump up. But how about the American? The American at 4-1, they still have 3 games left. We had a chance to watch them this year.
Am I losing my mind, or did they not cut to a commercial here?
Tweeting about it the other day, talking about it means more.
Yeah.
That was a missed opportunity by Sonic.
Somebody's getting fired.
Coming up later today over on ESPN. So BC with the football. Short run sets up second down from Kai.
Thank you, Mozilla.
And the Eagles
Please, guys, hit that like. We got 90 in here now. Huskers looking competent. Looking like they made good use of their extra practices. Dare I say, seeming as if this game matters.
Why? Because they're winning?
Second and 7, short gun. 3 seconds, 2. Got it off in time. Little bit of pressure. Get your head around. To Singleton's defense, that ball got out quick. He probably didn't expect to have to turn his head around yet.
He was just trying not to get burnt, but he also got teed off on.
Woo!
James is trying to hold on to the football as long as
I like that.
to get his wide receivers open.
Now, do the Huskers normally blitz under Tony White?
So they had all 5
I don't think it's a blitz. He's a defensive.
That felt like a blitz. That wasn't 5 people.
I'll tell you.
Oh,
How about
tell me,
that?
though.
How's that grab you?
You tell me then.
And now 3rd down and 7 for
Now they
James
got
and
5.
the
He's
Eagles.
gonna drop back.
No pressure here. Out to the sideline.
Nah. I'm going to say nah.
It felt like a no.
Well, everybody on Nebraska sideline was saying he was out, so you have to trust them.
Have to. They wouldn't lie.
No, especially all of them.
They got nothing to gain.
Good catch.
That's a toe tap.
That's a catch.
But all you need is one.
That's an insane catch, bro.
Dude, that field is
disgusting,
trash.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Yeah, that'll be a win if nobody gets hurt from either team.
But if they do, worth it.
I'll sue. Throwing deep.
Picked off. Oh, that's offensive pass interference. Passive interference.
Donovan Jones getting a chance today was back there.
Wow.
Stride for stride with Harris. We hit the 2-minute timeout with the Eagles looking to get something before halftime at Yankee Stadium.
No, I know it's 1 foot, Senior. It's just I thought maybe he didn't have control of it until like as he was sliding out of bounds, but that was just a really cool catch from a really cool guy.
By a really cool guy.
With a really
cool
car.
A really cool car.
You know? I would destroy a Jersey Mike's Philly Chi right now. I haven't had Jersey Mike's in a hot minute.
I think I've only had it like twice.
Really?
Not on purpose. I just
What do
don't.
you get there if you...
When was the last time we had Jersey Mike's? Remember that one up there by Village Point we went to? That was the last time. What did I get? What did I get to drink? What was I wearing? Probably had what?
Like an Italian or like a club.
Maybe a club. Something with like turkey, ham and turkey type thing.
Jersey Mike's Big Kahuna.
I don't think I've ever even heard of him, Mr. Raj. That's what I saw earlier. I was like, "Who's this guy? Who all this be?"
I mean, I definitely never saw him in the games roster. You know. Would have been really fun to see Malachi Coleman out there today.
Well, you'll get to see him actually playing next year. Who's this smoke show?
That's what I'm saying.
With the scabies.
No. I'm not going to say what she is.
No?
No. I let a J joke fly on Suns Valley that was insane. Could be a little bit more unhinged over there, you know?
Yeah.
Sam Foreman says we need a turnover. I mean, we've gotten a couple of turnovers, right? Or is just one?
Have we gotten one?
I thought we got one.
Or we've
Maybe I'm just thinking of
had a fumble. We've given up to.
I think I'm just thinking of the missed field goal.
Got here from Yankee Stadium to Fenway Park. We'll take a look at North Carolina without Bill Belichick taking on UConn. Also preview Colorado BYU later on tonight. What has to change?
I also like this. We get to look at the people that we're going to be forced to see for a half hour during halftime. Give us a minute and a half preview of what they're going to repeat for 25 minutes.
Kevin Booger, thank you, gentlemen, very much. Happy holidays to you as we will be back to Yankee Stadium here in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, one of 7 bowl games today on our ESPN family of networks. 1:54 to go. All 3 timeouts for the Eagles.
Shotgun snap. No pressure. Deep throw. No, that's out of bounds. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Tomlin out of bounds.
Thank you.
Tomlin trying to manage the footwork, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, just ran out of real estate, Mike. That ball was thrown perfectly, but just not enough space. Tomlin actually tried.
That was actually kind of close. No. Okay.
Swag and missed it just by hair.
Your site's always been shit.
Yeah.
He was tiptoeing in his Jordan. Almost had it there. But that's a nice throw and an anticipation throw from Grayson James.
It was just 1 for his last 6.
Shotgun. 3rd and 10.
4-man rush. James.
Oh, no.
That
hurts, bro.
That was a throw.
Yeah.
Man, that's a combat catch, Mike.
Shut up, Malo. But yeah, we could find a place for Ish Wainwright on the Huskers. Sport he's built for.
James told us, I love Lewis Bond. He can constantly move the chains. Did so in 23 there.
James under pressure. Uh-oh.
100% Shavers got help. Like bad. It wasn't like, oh shit, I'm holding, I gotta let go. It was like, no, you ain't turning around. Don't even look where he's going. Damn, Giff. Just a little.
Could have been huge, right?
Just a little over his fingertips.
He's the #1 target for this offense. Number 11, you have to find him if you're a Cornhusker on defense, because he's going to find the ball. We'll find him.
So 1:28 to go until halftime. And again, all 3 timeouts.
Shotgun. 1st and 10. Screen pass. Don't let him exploit you again. 3-4 yards.
Wearing 17 today. 5-yard pickup. Still plenty of time with those timeouts.
Yeah, still plenty of time, and really no rush. There was no panic. Just continue to run your offense the way that you do, knowing you still have those 3 timeouts in your back pocket.
Did he get off the field in time?
Oh my God, that skipped off the ground, bro. That skipped off the ground. Dude, what are you doing, ref? What are you doing?
That's not a catch.
Review that shit right now.
That's not a catch, guys. See, even Billy old Bullfrog's like, what are we doing? That's legal?
12 players on the field at the snap. That penalty is declined. 1st down, Boston College.
So first things first, they called it a catch. We've got a few looks at it. Do you want to chime in, or you want more replays first?
My initial looks is that he's got both hands up, and this is the guy right here. Ty Robinson doesn't get off the field in time before that ball is snapped, and that's where the illegal participation 12 men on the field call comes in.
So they're not going to review that.
I think they are
Matt
reviewing
Austin
it.
does not think it's a catch, and as you would expect,
Come on, cartoon ref, help us out.
further look at this and stop playing. Very polite manners from
Bro, I was listening to you
Daniel
guys stream
Gotro
last night when I was on my way to
holidays.
work. And you kept calling the little twink ref. Bro, I was freaking howling in my truck by myself driving. And then you kept saying it.
I didn't even think it was that funny. I was just calling him twink rat. Yeah, that shit definitely skipped.
Yeah, I mean, that's obvious without slow
But now
motion.
you maybe accept the penalty that they just declined, right? So
I mean, I was trying to be like fair, like maybe he also controlled it, but
We don't need you being fair.
yeah, that's true. That's true. My bad.
What do you think, you're CNN? You're going to be fair and balanced all of a sudden?
That's true. I ain't Don Lemon.
No. God, no.
I ain't Don Lemon.
Well, there's one thing you
And I
guys
think
have
that's
in
what you
common.
always, look at the officials. They're trying to go back now. You got to go back in time a little bit. So, okay, now we got to mark off the penalty because the call on the field is now overturned. And you look at the clock, how much time is left.
This is not
And you
necessary.
still
This
have
much
3
time, bro.
timeouts if you're Boston
Oh,
College
shit, I
as well.
forgot the NFL has some games today, don't they?
On a Saturday?
After video review, it is an incomplete pass. Illegal substitution.
Thank you, ref.
Defense number 9 was on the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. The result of the foul is a first down.
So does that gives them the opportunity to take the 12 men on the field call?
They didn't call it, did they?
Well, yeah, because Robinson didn't get off the field.
Yeah, but I never saw a flag.
No, they called it.
Oh,
They said it was denied because they wanted to take the catch.
Oh, absolutely. Umpire, man. I always say the umpire is always down in the trenches, Mike. The umpire, he's the guy that's down near the linebackers. I've had to have an umpire scoot over a time or two in my playing day. But, man, shout out to Russ. 25 years of officiating. It's a very tough game. But that umpire, man, he earns his paycheck. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, middle linebacker like you get cozy with those guys. All right, BC
Wind up off sides again. Back up.
First down and 10, 103.
Cam Leonard.
Come on, stepping up. Okay.
Cam Leonard's going to get called
Could not hold
eventually.
On a rifle from Grayson James.
Mike,
He's
we've
like
been
clearly
working all
lining
year
up offside.
together, right? And you know how I feel about throws inside the 20-yard line. I don't like throws where?
Up high.
Up high. I don't like them because of that just happened. You almost had a ricochet
No, Tiger,
overthrow.
I don't think there's
and
been
those
any.
results into turnovers. Those throws have to be low. There's not a catch
Been some
and run
instances
element
where it
inside
could
the
have
red
been.
zone.
Nothing like
It's a
egregious,
catch
I
and
don't
get
think.
down. So I
But
like more of a low
I'm cool
trajectory
letting
from
him play
the
as
throw
long
from
as
the
it's
quarterback
even
to
both
allow the
sides.
receiver to catch and get down.
I actually
Plenty
prefer
of
it.
time, all three times.
Bullock
A
tried
little
to
bit of
blitz, got picked
pressure.
up, had to get it out quick, and he did.
Bumped him out of bounds very close to the sticks. And it's enough for a first down.
That was not a first down. What are we doing?
What are we done?
He didn't cross the first down marker until he got out of bounds.
That's a nice
I don't
job
think
by
he even
running
crossed
back
it
and
then.
quarterback seeing what's going to happen, and Robichaux being able to adjust
His
his
foot
body on a throw.
that's a yard out of bounds is right at it.
Is under video review.
Who doesn't love some more review?
Another review, brother.
Just give him the first down, bro.
Yeah.
It's 53 seconds. We don't give a shit. I don't care if they get a touchdown here. You know why?
Immediately right in his face, coming off the edge, but nonetheless, and those are part of the smarts that Bill O'Brien was raving to us about with Grayson James, and part of the reason why he took over for Tommy Castellanos.
Yeah, they're going to look at the spot of where he goes out.
Yeah,
of bounds.
that angle is going to really
Yeah.
help us decipher.
Keep showing the
this.
same fucking angle.
Yeah.
Is that enough for the first down?
Try from this angle.
Absolutely not.
The ball never crosses the line
Absolutely
even
not.
out of
The
bounds.
football, where is the football in his arm compared to where his foot goes out of bounds? I think this one is
Ridiculous.
short, that they come back. But do they grant him the out of bounds? And you still have those timeouts if you're BC.
Needed to get to the 8.
After video review, the runner was short of the line of the game. The ball be placed just short of the 8-yard
He looks like he's
line.
either nervous or his
Terrified,
traps
bro.
are on fire. Like,
Terrified.
his traps couldn't be any more tense.
As some in the great state of Nebraska might say, it's
He's
not
in
complicated.
He looks like if he
Desperate
says the wrong
shoulders
word,
up.
he could get headshot by somebody in the,
Or like he gets
crowd.
backhanded by his
On this
wife a
play
lot.
right here,
Like
if
he's always
you're
like this, ready
Boston
to
College,
just
you
like,
run the football. This is where
You know
say,
something
can we
about
get a
that.
tough yard?
wow.
And with those timeouts, it allows you to be able to run the football down here inside the 10.
3rd and 1,
With center,
folks.
Drew Pendle told Don Davenport on the sideline he will not return to this game.
Do we get a stuff? No, they're going to throw. Hey, 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 hey! Now they'll kick a field goal, right? Come on.
The tight end
Shavers,
Jeremiah
bro.
Franklin is stopped.
Have
And it's
yourself a
fourth
game, young man.
Seriously.
Have yourself a
Boston
game.
College. It is their
Now,
first.
quick timeout. Going to run a commercial, okay? You hang in there.
Vincent Shavers. Watch the
You think we can't make the last minute of this game go 30 minutes? You're a fool.
That's an outstanding play. I tell you, the old linebacker and me got excited.
The Colorado game
That's a difficult
tonight?
thing to do, knowing
At 7:30?
action's coming at
Yeah, it
you,
is,
But
huh?
to find a way to
Huh.
get through traffic and make that play for no gain, that's a
Against
big time stop.
BYU.
Hey, start your NFL weekend with the Sunday
Colorado's gonna
Countdown
cook
Crew
'em.
at 10 a.m.
Think?
Eastern. Over on ESPN, this week Marty Smith sits down with Jaden Daniels, Commanders quarterback.
There's so many.
to go
Like, I
over the
don't.
planning behind the
Do,
Vikings
have you heard
touchdown
like
celebrations.
a lot of their
Our
players are
Monday night
transferred
matchup
out or
features
whatever?
the
I mean, I know the
Lions
main,
and 49ers.
the ones you hear about all the time
8
are
Eastern here on
playing, but
ABC.
I didn't
Also
know
on
that.
ESPN and ESPN. the
trying to
Northeast.
predict these bowls is like
Look at Jared
hurting
Goff.
cats, dude.
I know our producer Kaylin Erk is
So many guys are
the trajectory of where
transferring,
the
so they're not
Lions
playing
are.
and getting ready for the NFL, so they're not playing.
Signed this week for the Detroit Lions, by the
Which
way.
is odd because
They
nothing
go
matters
for
more
it,
than a
and
lost
they
helmet.
get stuffed again.
We didn't get that. They're all holding
Bro,
hand over
John
the
Butler.
scrimmage. That's a turnover on downs.
John Butler. John Butler. Butler was playing middle linebacker that play.
And D tackle.
He saw the gap. He stepped through.
Dude, Hutmacher.
Sherman just
Robinson. Look at Robinson. He's going between the two dudes and still gets him going back. I mean, I know they're trying to
The Boston College Eagles.
slam down, but
I mentioned it, man. Way to build a wall, especially down there in those tight quarters.
Saw MJ Sherman got his hand up and popped off the helmet of Jeremiah Franklin. No penalty.
And no, Mike, you get into that little big scrum like that, it's hard to find those types of calls. But that's
I mean,
just a
all
great
things
job by
considered,
the
13-2 ain't
defense,
bad
bowing its neck
for the first
when
half.
needed
What do you
most.
think?
I wouldn't give a shit if it's 32-1.
Nebraska back in a bowl game for the first time since 2016.
This is why everybody in the comments hates your fucking guts.
I'm cool with that too.
Okay?
Since
Yeah.
2016.
I'm
Haven't
cool
had
with
just
that
2 points for
too.
one team at the half of a bowl game since.
Like I said, man, I just wanted to see
2013.
what
That's all BC's got here at the
offense,
break of the
defense
Bad
look
Boy
like with the
Mowers
different
Pinstripe Bowl.
coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool seeing like Shavers.
Marine Corps
You know, he's going to be a significant, not just a rotational piece next year. He'll be more of a significant defensive player. Whoever this Jones kid is, I legit knew nothing about him. If you would have told me his name at any point during the season, I'd be like, "Oh, is that like a recruit we're looking at?" Or,
Right.
it's good seeing stuff like that. I like watching Harburg look like he's played tight end his whole life.
Yeah.
Like from a blocking standpoint.
Yeah.
The one throw to him he caught. I like seeing Quentin Ives get a tutty.
That was cool.
I'd like to see him get some more carries so we can kind of see what
Yeah,
his style
let's
is.
see him actually run the ball. He's a big boy though, bro. He's like 6'3". Like
He's tall, yeah.
I can understand why they gave it to him on the line of scrimmage, but yeah, good half. You know,
good for him.
well, it was our normal cursed bad news Bears selves. We had a lot of that. Like, oh, whoops, threw a pick. Oh, whoopsie poopsie, the ball squirted out. Oh, whoops, there you go, 99 yards for a 2-pointer. Like, but at the same time, 13-2. I mean,
yeah,
should be 21-0. Should be at least 17-0. But baby steps, I guess. Sam says we gave them 3 points. Yeah, they should have that field goal. I think the ground is just shit, bro. It's not good for field goals. This field is like playing on top of a mudslide. Yeah, Roy Dizzle, our holder, definitely bobbled that snap. I don't think it was the long snapper's fault. So, as the guy that cares about this game the most,
more than any human being alive,
take a look at these stats. So, your boy Ravioli, 132 yards and a pick, no tutty. What do you think of Raiola this game so far?
I'm fine with it. I know some people aren't happy with like the deep balls because like he can't do it or this or that, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like there's a lot of shit you do just to get the defense to be more honest. Like I complained all year. I wanted quick passing game because teams were able to stack the box and stop the run on the way to the quarterback. And all the plays took so long to develop that they could get away with doing it. So it's like, have some quick pass game go over the middle or where the second level should be, but they're all blitzing. And then just do that, not so that you can spring big plays necessarily, or they're going to be home runs, or you're going to have these giant drives or whatever off of it, but just to keep the defense honest, keep them off the line of scrimmage, to help you run game and your quarterback and shit like that. So these deep shots, if you're keeping the safeties high, is opening up shit like, a couple passes to Fedoni, one to Harburg. Banks has had some underneath routes. So I'm cool with it, man. Like, I don't feel like he's holding the ball too long. I don't feel like he's making horrible throws. If you're taking deep shots for the sake of trying to keep the defense honest and Lloyd and Barney aren't getting separation, throw the ball 5 yards past them. Like it's inconsequential. You know what I mean? It's like you're not risking a turnover, but you're still showing them that you will throw it. So they got to stay up there and you go to the next play. It's not the end of the world.
What do you think of Hogleg Holgerson? I give him an A.
Tripod Dana?
Yeah, I love the game he's calling. Seriously. Like, I feel like if he had a more veteran and perhaps a little bit more talented team, we'd have 28 points by now. Like, I'm very high on him right now. And
what
John
specifically
Butler.
Are you liking about Holgerson's play
I like the play calling. I like the balance. And I like the deep shots. They're not working, but I just feel like the deep shots are keeping everything else available.
Yeah.
Because like every play, it's like, are they going to go deep again? Like, I wouldn't think they would, but they've gone deep like 3 times in the last 8 plays. Like, we need to be back here. And it's just,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
I don't feel like we were taking this many deep shots under your guy, Satterfield.
Yeah, well, to be clear, Satterfield taught Holgerson everything he knows. So get that straight.
They are using Satterfield's terminology.
And that's all that matters in football is terminology.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, man. That's what I was saying with my comparison or whatever with the deep ball, that even though it hasn't really worked yet, is like just mix it up, a variety. Like all year complaining we didn't have a quick pass game. Like he's got some where he's getting the ball out quick. You got a variety of routes, whether it's guys over the middle or guys on the edge, the deep ball. But also, whether it's by design or adapting to the personnel, they are executing plays a little bit, but you're getting better blocking on the edge from your receivers on run plays and screen plays and your tight ends. But I feel like all of a sudden now you got receivers getting a little more separation. Not on the deep balls, it doesn't seem like it yet, but that's why I wish we could see more of the backfield when it's happening, because Lloyd especially should be able to blow the top off once in a while, and he's getting no separation.
Right.
So I don't know if they're pressing and then having a safety come over the top, so they're getting jammed at the line and then having help, like more of a bracket on like him and Barney, or if they're just with the field they can't get going right off the line. Don't have the explosion. They have to like gradually try to get up to speed, or what's happening.
Oh, Mozilla, man, thank you. We got 5 memberships given out. My wife got one, and Sundo O'Quinn got one. Damn. What are the odds? Thank you, Mozilla. We got Planet Smoke 8, Drew Cristo, my wife Katie,
my wife
Kazaki Senju, and Sundo. Our newest. We should change the membership level from Bug Eater to Hog Legs.
Hog Legs, yeah.
Yeah. Our 5 newest Hog Legs.
It's just going to
Zargoff
suck
says
if he
rigged.
leaves. Then what do we name him?
That's true. And you know he's going to leave, too.
Yeah. Probably to go
Like,
coach
what up,
the
Joey?
Chiefs.
Well, they've asked him, like, do you want to be a head coach again? Or are you happy with this? And he was like, I don't want to answer that, basically. Like,
Yeah. He wants to be a head coach. He's probably going to be the reason. They're going to fire Andy Reid to hire him.
Oh, yeah. Dude, his dick is like 3 feet long. How do you pass that up?
Longer than Andy Reid's. Longer. And then they're going to be like, oh, man, you coached Dylan Raiola to win 3 consecutive Heismans and 3 national championships. You'll be able to work wonders with Raiola Jr., a.k.a. Mahomes.
Mahomes, right.
Mahomes has been trying to be this kid since this kid was 2, you know?
Well, I mean, Raiola did have the haircut first, according to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you think Mahomes got the idea?
Exactly. From a kid in grade school.
Yeah.
Across the country. Living in Omaha says Katie and Sundo rigged.
Yeah.
That
you ain't
does
pulling
feel,
nothing over
that
on
does
living
feel
in
rigged.
Omaha.
Not gonna
He's
lie.
on to your conniving ways.
Yeah,
Sneaky bastard.
I got busted. Am I starving? Yes.
I'm actually not too bad.
I only
To
ate
be fair, I
one
think the
time
rest of my
yesterday, that's
body
why.
is still sleeping, though.
Right.
So as soon as me tummy wakes up, I'll probably start my usual on-stream bitching about being hungry.
Order up some Arby's. Have that roast beef brought to the house.
Then I would impregnate a Arby's
You could just eat it though
giant
instead.
right now with my mouth.
Dude,
I'd
I
impregnate it
know.
with my mouth.
The giant, bro. And I assume you're a Curly's man?
No. I don't like any of their side things.
Really?
They're horrible.
How can you not like their Curly's?
Those curly fries are hot garbage.
What?
The potato cakes are slightly less, but still hot garbage. The new fries they tried doing, not hot garbage, but garbage.
Man.
So you know what I do for a side instead of potato?
Another roast beef Sammy?
Beef and cheddar.
Mmm.
Do they still have that? What was that thing I used to get?
I haven't been there in a while.
No, that sandwich that had all the different meats on it.
I don't know. Something with like brisket. Roast
Yeah, is that like a
Explosion?
brisket or so? Yeah.
Mm.
Foley ran it for 2 touchdowns, says Zaga.
Yeah. Foley was trucking fools.
Joey Branham's a slut for Arby's beef and cheddars.
Mm.
You just asked me about that the other day.
Mm. Strawberry. So that's crazy. Like, stuffed French toast is wild.
Dude, I
Gary
never
George.
eat like breakfast stuff like waffles, pancakes, French toast.
Really?
Any of that type. Yeah, I don't know why.
I mean, I haven't done it in a while either, but no, I love French toast, man.
I don't know. Never, ever. I'll eat a whole full pig worth of bacon or sausage.
Can I tell you
eggs.
about the best breakfast tacos I've ever had? I had them yesterday, and I thought about getting them again today, but I'm like, I need to relax.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. All right. Hash browns, like regular hash browns in the bottom of the taco.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs, cheese, added. I had them add a bacon crumble, which was like thick bacon crumble. It was nice.
Okay.
And then it comes, I need to look it up. I need to look up exactly what it's called. It's a hollandaise sauce. with like something
Where's
added
it from?
to it. It's this place called Snooze Breakfast.
Snooze.
Yeah.
What a name.
Snooze AM Breakfast, you know?
Mm.
And they're
Snooze, you lose.
They're only like third on my list of favorite places, but now they got moved up to the tippy top. They're called Juan's Breakfast Tacos. All right. So, a green chili hollandaise sauce with a chili lime seasoning. Okay. And they're on corn tortillas, fresh corn like normally you do a breakfast taco on a flour tortilla. These were on corn. And I think I could eat them for every meal for the rest of my life. Shout out to Snooze, an AM eatery. All right. They don't have places like that in Nebraska.
I don't know how to pronounce that, but Ramir Johnson has 1 touchdown and Quentin Ives has the 2nd touchdown. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm not saying it's like I doubt your assessment of the breakfast taco. However, you have to try to screw up a breakfast taco or a breakfast burrito.
But these weren't like that's the thing is these were.
I get things
so
can be
much a
better
step
than
up
other
above,
things.
so much a
But
step
it's
above.
like-
Because all the other places around here that do breakfast tacos, they're basically the same damn thing. They taste like very
There's not a lot
similar.
you can do. You take breakfast ingredients and you throw it in a tortilla.
That's why
like
switching it out for corn tortillas, and so it's more like street tacos, and then this green chili hollandaise sauce, bro. You know, it makes for more of a juicier taco. And Joey, I've never had actual chicken and waffles. I understand that everyone loves it, but it just doesn't. My brain doesn't really.
I think it's incredibly overrated. But like again, I'm not a big pancake waffles whatever person. So like, I don't know. You take something like fried chicken that I absolutely love, and you put it with something like a waffle, and I'm like, eh. And then you're like, this is amazing. And then I eat it and go, I'm not getting amazing out of this. Don't hate it, but definitely not thinking amazing isn't the first word that I'm thinking of.
The only time I don't like stuff like waffles and like pancakes and stuff is when they're putting just sugar on sugar on sugar on top of it. You know what I mean? Like,
and then syrup,
cherry
on top of that.
syrup.
It's like,
no, dude, no. Like putting actual fruit on it and stuff. It's like, bro.
Now, if you want to put some Skittles and Starburst and jelly beans, Jelly Bellies,
and some sour ropes, you know, some sour straws. Cinnamon bun goes hard, of course.
No, I don't. With chili?
I never had it with chili.
That's the dumbest shit.
I've never had it with chili.
That's such a big thing.
That's a Nebraska thing. Don't be disrespectful.
I'm going to disrespect
to the city that birthed you.
Well, Nebraska's a state.
Wow. It's your birthright.
Wow. We've done it.
Might be getting too hungry to avoid eating at this point. Just bring the game back already, man. This is getting out of control, bro. This is too many commercials. I need to see how we fumble this game away. Can we just talk real quick about how bad that Iowa loss was?
There's a few losses that were really bad. I thought UCLA was the worst loss of the season.
Really?
How about you? You thought Iowa was?
You don't think they're equal? I mean, that Iowa game felt like we had them put away for 95% of the game, 98% of the game, until it was like, oh, we are cursed. Okay.
UCLA was one of the statistically worst teams we played in the Big Ten. They came into our house and ran the ball down our throat. We couldn't get off the field on third down. They went to Iowa and, yeah, you're right. I had every chance to win the game, but I mean, at that point, the season kind of was what it was. You know what I mean? You needed that win against UCLA. That would have got you your bowl lock early, and then you still had Wisconsin and them to go. I don't know. I thought that was bad.
USC was rough too.
Yeah, there was a handful of rough ones. But all that matters is we got into the Pinstripe Bowl, and now this is the most important game
Boston College, and we
of these kids' lives.
The former two-time All-American,
I'm being honest.
Linebacker Kirk Morrison. I'm Mike Monaco. Don Davenport,
and they're going to lay it all on the line.
Well, it's time for our clutch delivery, brought to you by Chipotle, and the Nebraska defense stepped up, and they got some stops on BC fourth downs.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be about the play of the quarterbacks, but it's really been about this defensive effort of Nebraska. The black shirts, as they call them, they've come to play.
Damn, they smacked each other hard. I didn't realize the Huskers ran into each other like that on defense that play.
It's been the defensive front, and it's also been the linebackers. Every level of defense, of this defense of the Cornhuskers, has had their hat in this game.
You see how BC has struggled.
Yeah, Alexander the Great and Terrible with the smartest thing that's been said on this stream since the conception of this channel.
Yeah, you talked about those offensive drives stalling. Well, Boston College head coach Bill O'Brien,
he said, Gabe's a big dumbass.
Not 30-2.
And the only thing more significant than how dumb he is how smart Gary. Thanks, man. I didn't catch that part at the beginning. He said Iowa was the same result, different year, and so nothing new. UCLA was shocking and killed the vibe for the finish of the season. P.S. Shut up, Gabe. His words, not mine.
Very happy with that, but he pointed
Here we go.
Why can't we do that on third down? Don't
Pistol.
That. He said same play over and over. He's hoping after his defense
5 yards, what?
Room, that they'll
6?
Guys.
All right, Don, great stuff, and we hope Don is staying dry.
Yes.
4 or 5.
On the field. We're outside in our broadcast location, but at least we're covered.
Yeah, and it's kind of toasty in his booth. Yeah, by the way, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but these players.
Oh, give me a break.
Zero said USC's quarterback was awful last night. Did you watch any football yesterday, or did you just watch your
nice and toasty in the booth.
game?
Yeah, I had to work and then stream. I missed football yesterday.
Shout out to Ace.
Ooh,
Nice. Cam the man.
Let's get it.
Makes the stop on Kai Robichaux for a loss of 4. So a couple of Robichaux carries don't amount to much, and it's third down.
Yeah, it's been Robinson, Hutmatcher,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Linehart. It's just been all of these different guys have been able to
He said
make
he
their
ain't biting
plays,
on shit.
create havoc in the backfield. So it's about getting off. And when you get off, make something happen.
Got some young
Linehart
bucks
making a play.
ready for next year.
Sophomore, former ESPN 300 recruit.
Leonard going into year
Matt Rule
3.
told us yesterday, maybe a disappointing
He's
season.
gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
like
true. He's
the,
gonna be a junior.
In bowl practices after
True
Jabari
junior.
Butler left for LSU.
he should be a leader
So it
on
is
that
one of those
squad.
third downs that Matt Rule wants to stop on.
A
Get
little
him.
bit of pressure.
Good D.
Oh,
That's Judy. That's incomplete.
No, it's
Oh, no, that's
McGahee.
McGahee. My bad. My bad.
And the old running back's son batted it down.
Judy's
for James,
16,
and it's
right?
fourth down.
It's just
Yeah,
they're trying
that's
to
what
find
I thought it
ways
was, to
to
be
just
honest
create
with
an
you.
extra beat, an extra second.
That's
this
how
time,
dumb I am.
McGahee's right here. He just comes off unblocked. Watch how surprised he is, though. He's surprised that he's unblocked.
Damn.
He probably had a sack if he realized that he was not going to be blocked. just a little bit of a hesitation.
Dude, McGahee and Shavers, and who's the dude from Missouri we got? I don't know if I've ever said his last name right.
Got the deflection on that play.
I don't know.
Said a lot of people thought
You know what I'm talking about, the 5-star defensive end that was going to come here and then pick Missouri last year. Mazzee was his coach in high school, and he was teammates with.
He's not here yet, though, right?
No, that's what I said. Like, I can't remember his name, but I'm saying next year, if that dude's as advertised, McGahee, Shavers, Leonard, like you should have some.
Tiger
pretty
says
crazy.
Wary.
Yeah, but I can't. Is that how you pronounce it though? That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to pronounce it, or if I've ever said it right.
Whatever way you say it's going to come across racist, so you better.
That's why
just
I
keep
try to be careful with my pigment, if you will.
And I think that way, if they're able to finish today, you're probably looking at a team that's going to start.
Hand off. Ooh, baby. Get him. Nice 7 yards
That's
for
late.
Emmett.
That's late. He was already out of bounds.
Definitely.
Oh, look at the flops.
They paid for 18 seniors.
Brown would be so proud.
To travel here to this bowl game, not on the team anymore, but still here at the bowl game as Nebraska gets that monkey.
All right, Matt Rule. Is he bald enough that he needs to shave, or would you keep it if that was your hair?
I gotta keep that.
You'd keep that?
Yeah, you gotta keep
to feel
that.
included with this year's.
Honestly, Matt Rule needs to go the Holderson route. He needs to take what he's got there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
And that's-
hold. And he still
And
caught
he
it.
still
If they don't-
caught
if
it,
they
bro.
don't flag
Just throw
that,
the
bro,
flag for the.
for the sake of showing you're not that you're paying attention.
There's a flag.
100%.
All right.
He'll decline it, but good lord.
Personal foul.
He looked like a mom dragging her kid away from the candy aisle in the store.
15-yard penalty.
Offensive hands in the face.
Second down.
Fifth-year senior center Ben
They're gonna
Scott,
let that
honorable
go?
mention, Big Ten, and
Yep.
wipes out 19 to Banks.
Yeah, it's this guy right here in the middle, Ben Scott. And you get that hand up, and you saw it earlier, Mike. Just that hand's all the way in.
That was
it's a
so
good call.
minimal.
But it wasn't nearly as
It didn't
egregious
change
as the-
anything.
Easy one to call.
That's what they were busy looking at instead of the pass interference.
Traveled well like they always do here to the Bronx.
That's insane.
Second down at 18.
Raiola, little dump off.
Johnson.
Get something
Satterfield.
positive.
They must have let Satterfield make it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, you call this one. He's like, oh, can I? I got just the
He
play.
goes, oh, they ain't going to see this coming. Screen, 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 screen.
Play started. That's a nice job by Four. He made the initial hit, and then the cavalry came to stop him short. But man, great recognition by number 4 Akpala, yelling screen out. I heard it all the way up here.
Dude, that not having a flag on that Banks
If you're just joining us, Boston
Wild.
College dealing with
Absolutely
today,
insane.
including their superstar defensive end. Now
Third and
that's a rocket.
15.
Dylan Raiola.
We throw it at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 15.
Well, the original line of scrimmage. That's all you want. You don't want to get too much.
No, why would
After a
you?
10-yard pickup, and for now, the offense is still on the field, but now it looks like Matt Rule will send out the punt team.
Yeah, and that's the right call there. But that's a positive play on 3rd down. And now you're hoping your punter can get you or pin Boston College inside its own 15, maybe even 10-yard line. But a job well done. You didn't convert on that 3rd and long. The penalty set you back. But now you're hoping that your special teams can help you out.
How old is
This is the sixth-year
Bushini?
senior Brian Bushini.
I think he's 40 now.
I mean, he looks like he's got like 5 kids. Oh, fake.
Oh, my God, to Gifford.
Oh, shit. The Bushini looks like
I
he's
like
got like
that.
4 kids and a 401k.
Yeah? That was a nice throw, bro. That was a dart.
He's 2 for 2, isn't he?
Yep.
Isn't he? Everyone faked it twice with him throwing both times.
Dink. Good for
Yeah,
Gifford, too.
He got popped.
Yeah, he did.
His helmet jarred loose. I have to go on the blue 10. Ask how many fingers you're holding up.
Wow.
They keep hitting him on his head. He's like, guys,
Please.
I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Calling it in from the 6th-year senior Bushini, who had something similar.
All right, another 3, 4, 5 yards.
Earlier this season. on the ground for Emmett.
Keep tiring him out.
4, and that's what we
Keep
love
burning the
about
clock.
season.
Well, that's what we love, but that's what all the special teams coaches love too. Because you get guys excited, man. I've been in these games before. The special teams coaches are probably more excited than the players because they realize the head coach is willing to call more of those types of fakes and plays in bowl season. And that time, they probably practiced that all week long. It came up in the game, and they executed.
Look, we just talked about the seniors from last year. Nice moment.
Shotgun.
For seniors on this year's Matt Rule team.
Hand off. Ooh, nice move from Emmett. Damn, Emmett. Damn, Emmett. Can you get that stiff arm off? No. Woo.
That was a hell of a move.
Oh, my goodness.
I think you're the only person I've ever seen pull something like that off.
Yeah, but mine was better.
Way better.
Ooh.
You didn't drag your feet like that. You sure as hell didn't get caught from behind.
Nah, I wasn't getting caught. Gonna give it to him again.
Gets it again, and he crashes.
Gets to about the 5-4 maybe.
Second and goal for Emmett Johnson, who had
Look at Lyndon Meyer helping him fix his pad. Good guy. Good guy. Good guy.
One of those plays that KP Price is going to say, let's skip that one in film session. That's the one, Mike, where if you're in the Boston College,
somebody got pancaked up there too.
You go up and you say, Coach, I got to go to the bathroom real quick.
Somebody's
so
kid.
Hope they go past that type of play. Because KP Price, he's been one of the leading tacklers for BC, but that one, just an outstanding run and move by Emmett Johnson at the point of attack.
12 personnel.
Hand off. No. Gonna throw it out to the corner.
Arnie. You got this, man. I gotta go piss.
You know, Mike, I talked
All
to
right,
Dana
man.
Holgerson yesterday, right? We talked to him. And I talked about his time at Houston, you know, with the Cougars. He had a wide receiver by the name of Tank Dell, plays for the Houston Texans right now, obviously on injured reserve or injured last week. But
man, look at that.
Ja'Cory Barney can be that type of Tank Dell player. They're going to continue to feed him, but he has
Third
that
and
ability as
goal.
a
Gotta
true
find a
freshman.
way to get it
That
in
time that
here.
ball was just out of the outstretched arms of Barney, but they think that he could be that player in this offense for Dylan Raiola.
Empty backfield.
Pressure on third and goal.
Raiola over the middle. Oh my God!
Jamal Banks could not hang on, and it's 4th and goal.
Is that
I wonder, was
real?
that ball tipped? Initially, I thought the ball was tipped. I thought maybe from Bam Crouch, number 1.
No. Yeah, it was tipped,
I
but
think it just may have been a
still.
slight deflection, but you think Jamal Banks should have been able to haul that one in?
There were some issues
Field
with
goal,
drops
folks.
the last couple of games of the regular season.
What is going
for
on here?
Nebraska.
Yeah, Sundo.
So instead, John
You
Holt,
won,
redshirt
sir.
freshman, a Lincoln native, comes
You're an
out
official
from
Husker
23.
fan now. Come on, boys. Another fake. Bushini gets clamped.
He succeeded on the fake punt with
I wish
his
Gary
arm
was here to see that.
earlier
He'd be giggling.
with his legs.
That was actually low-key funny as hell.
Gets the stop and more trickery here at Yankee Stadium.
I thought the Vegas Bowl was last night.
Wow.
They had the cards showing.
Crunch.
What did Rule do? Double down. Denied.
The AT&T countdown to the College Football Playoff National Championship.
I don't know why you don't just try to kick the field goal there. If anything, it's another good opportunity to get some practice snapping and holding and kicking the field goal. It should have been an easy chip shot. I don't think 3 points, especially considering you missed that extra point and they got 2. I'd love to even up the score a little bit, end up 16-2. You know, so technically you're up a full 14 points. I'd love being up a full 14 points. That is kind of crazy, man. You know, but if you're Gary, you feel like this game doesn't mean anything anyway, so what does it matter? Sundita says if you're going to fake it, just run your regular offense. Seriously, even better. An opportunity in the red zone where you only need to gain 3 yards, put it in Raiola's hands. You're going to run Bushimi. You're going to run him. You're not even going to have him pass. What are we doing? Senor, I don't think that was a hog leg call. I don't think hog leg would be a part of something like that. I think if you gave hog leg the choice, hog leg would have put it in Raiola's hands. Or Emmett, you gotta give it to Harburg. Let him do a RPO. No? That was a stupid play call. I don't care what Gary says. That was stupid as shit. JJ says, hey, the snap was good. Yeah, you wasted a good snap, too. Hey, what if the snap wasn't right? I didn't pay attention to the snap. What if the snap wasn't right and he just felt like he couldn't get the hold down? That'd make me feel a lot better, but that's called cope. Okay? Finally up to 100 watching. Thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. This has been an entertaining game, to say the least. Help us out if you haven't hit that like button. Spam that just one time. Really helps us out. Anybody like that call? I won't judge you. I will not talk shit or say anything negative to you about it. Did anybody like that call? Just wondering.
You could go back to law school. That's always been your dream.
That was your dream for me.
You like to argue.
We got a new Tim Allen show, folks, with Kat Dennings. Might have to check that out.
Yo, my bad.
Yo. Did you hear or see what happened?
I heard about it. I heard about it.
They snapped it to Buschini for a run up the gut.
Ohio State, Oregon, and then Notre
from the holder position, by the way.
An ideal position. I'm surprised more teams don't have their running backs kneel down and then jump up and run. That's how you get a good burst.
The Golden Domer in you, the Irish faithful. Man, he's an outstanding back, and you saw it on display in round one.
Deep shot, caught to the 40, and here we go.
Was that Bullock?
And that's a huge play. When you think about Franklin being able to get down
play
behind
action
the
work.
linebacker, I'm talking about it was play
bit
action,
hard.
Right? And got behind the linebackers.
At least he got back there in time.
Yeah,
That's
I say he got back there. I'm
Throw
wondering
for
if that was
James.
his guy. He came from the other
Franklin
side.
having the best season of his career, hauled it in for 34.
They run it for maybe 2.
So you're right up on the edge. That's what I want to see. Just thrown in the mix, just sprinkled in a little bit. It doesn't need to be heavy, but I want to see some corner blitzes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, they're just getting back to who they are. That was just old-fashioned,
Preferably the old blind side.
To Franklin, but can they
Get
keep
one of
it
your
going?
faster
Can they sustain the drive, Mike?
corners just come flying off the edge every once in a blue
stopped
moon.
them 3 times on 4th down.
Year 1 for Bill O'Brien at Boston College has already piled up 7 wins. They haven't had 8 since 2009. Blitz pickup.
A little bit of pressure and a completion for a first down.
Tomlin, good enough for a first down.
That's a nice catch by Tomlin.
Are you on a different screen right now?
Oh, my bad. I just forgot to turn it back on when I came back. That's on me. I'm new to this whole Tubi thing.
He knew where that first down marker was, got what he needed, and got down.
3 years at Maryland, now a 3rd year at Boston College.
Probably, Mr. Raj.
This year, only his 3rd
That's what we
catch.
do.
Grayson James has thrown for a little over 200 yards.
Play action, looking for a deep shot.
Come on, Nice. That could be
not
offensive pass interference.
Oh, he's
That's
hurt.
100%. Yeah, but that's offensive pass interference.
Malcolm Hartzog, the corner, was in coverage.
Dislocated his shoulder
Something.
because he blowed him up as he was trying to get the pig.
The Boston College fans definitely, they were upset. They felt that Bond was
Right now they're going, it's okay. It's worth it. If you don't get to play until a week before next season, it's worth it as long as we win this game. This is the Pinstripe Bowl, Malcolm.
They tend to Hartzog. What do you think? Penalty or no penalty?
We sound like Sundo when people disagreed with his KD video.
Don't you ever. Now, it's good for my ego,
for the
but
military.
don't you ever disrespect Sundo by comparing us again.
I forgot. He's a real man.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate the confidence boost. But I'm not going to sit here and let you downplay the significance of
This
the
is
one
your
and
boy
only.
Sam Elliott, right?
That's my guy.
So what do you think about that goal line play of setting up for a field goal and having the holder run it up the gut?
I mean, honestly, and I'm not trying to
yes, you are,
beat a dead horse here.
No. But from a perspective of if it did matter, let's not worry about whether it matters.
This is where you do that. This is where you put guys in. It's kind of what I was saying. This is where you put other guys in, like that Jones dude we'd never heard of, or you plug in some of your Harburg plays that have just been created in the last month. You let Quentin Ives be your goal line guy to take a look at shit. You fake a punt. You fake that. Like, this is where you do it. It's a real game. It's not a scrimmage, or it's not a what you call it? What do you call it? Like a Northern Iowa UTEP type game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an actual, let's open some shit up. Let's take a look at some things, try some things out. I'm cool with it.
Why not use that opportunity to give Raiola a valuable rep of it's fourth down, we need short on the, because
you're not questioning anything with Raiola.
It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to
learn
get
what?
Better. How to
operate that one play.
How to operate in that situation, which is a situation you'll undoubtedly.
Well, you had 3 tries in the red zone and couldn't get it in. Whether it's
that happens sometimes.
Yeah. So one more play. It's not like, oh, this is his first game playing, or he only had a handful of snaps. Like, he played. He took 99.7% of the snaps all season, and he's going to take everyone he's healthy enough to take next year. There's nothing to look at or question or whatever with him. But
it's
if you
not
have
for
these
evaluation, it's an opportunity.
But my point is, he's had opportunity every game multiple times all year, and he's going to have all the opportunities next year. You're not getting anything new out of it. It's not like, well, we've got this quarterback and we've got this play for him that we'd like to kind of try out or get a little experience with on him. Like, he's been in the red zone 1,000 times this year. Most of the time,
he needs
it goes
1,000
like that.
more reps at it.
Yeah, that one probably ended his career. To be honest, he'll probably never score in the red zone again now that he did that.
So the Lou Gehrig suite here at Yankee Stadium.
Pressure.
Fumble. That's a fumble.
You sure?
Yo,
I thought his arm was.
That's
going
Judy
forward.
too. Like I said last time, and you said no, he sucks. He'll never do anything good.
I'm nervous. This is going to get called back.
Recovered by the defense. First down in Nebraska.
Pass or fumble?
Just watch Bullock, man.
Plus, it's like Bushini's been your dude.
It's one of those situations you get a delayed blitz, and I think that
100%
going forward.
Never saw the arm coming forward.
No.
That arm is coming.
Why'd the ball go
Control
forward then?
of the football, I should say, coming
Because he
forward.
went
The arm
backwards.
comes forward, but the
Called
ball,
inertia.
never
Oh,
had
it was
control of it.
inertia.
What you are looking for is intentional movement of the passer's hand. With the
Why
ball
would you
firmly in
not
their control to start the forward pass,
Try
and
to
it's a
get
fumble.
your senior punter who got a black shirt because he was the only thing holding your team together from a special team standpoint. You're not going to try and let him get a little bit of going out. I mean, he flew homeboy
I'd rather
from Germany
he throw it.
to come to the game for all these dudes who've been on the team forever and not made a bowl game. Like, he's going to try to.
I mean, that's just been the game for Boston College offensively.
That was my whole
It's been what, punt,
the game
punt,
doesn't
punt,
matter
turnover
stance.
on
Not
downs, and then
nobody cares. Don't even play
turnover
it.
on
I'm just
downs,
saying
then
it's not
punt,
like
and then you get a situation where you have a great drive going.
you're getting
and
ready
then
for
boom,
a
the
rival
turnover.
game where you're
So
like,
offensively,
lay it
for
all on the
Boston
line,
College,
boys.
I can see
We don't want to
Bill
look back when
O'Brien
we're
shaking his
50
head
and
because
say
they
what
just
could have
haven't
been if we would
able
have
to
won that
sustain drives
Pinstripe
throughout
Bowl
the
back
game.
in 24.
And now
He's too good for the Pinstripe Bowl, folks. Harburg in
I
motion.
mean, half of these rosters are too good for all the Bulls that aren't playoff. Woo! Rammer Johnson.
Maybe we can get him a 7th or 8th year.
It's a quick rail route, but they get the linebacker on Ramir Johnson. I'll take that all day. If you're Dylan Raiola,
while college is at it, why don't they just go whatever amount of games? Bowl games don't count towards your eligibility. So you get 48 games you get to play.
Oh, heavy pressure. Oh, my God, they picked it up. They picked it up, and Banksy.
Oh.
Good offensive line play, dude.
What? Banks is a senior, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, he should have sat out and focused on the draft.
Yeah, but he's a dog.
He's going to be far better NFL guy than
he's
Mayer.
making.
I'm not saying he's going to be a stud or even
no, I know what you mean.
I'm saying
As far as
far
likelihood,
way better. Yeah.
Raiola with the throw-la out of bounds.
That's a smart play. That thing was blown up.
But also, like, you know, this is a primetime game, and he's showing out. This is an opportunity on top of the Senior Bowl to do that.
That's what I mean. Like, when these guys are like, no, I'm going to focus on getting ready for the draft. It's like, go show out in the bowl game.
Exactly.
People are watching these games, man. Like,
from the officials, I think that ball was thrown in an area that the receivers were not. They were just
you're going to go run in shorts and a T-shirt to get ready for the draft, or you can put some more shit on tape?
Plenty of time to throw for Raiola. Bedone Daddy with a little short gain.
Let's go back to it.
I was about to start head bobbing.
In the slot. Can they say the 29 in red was in the area on this?
But I'm just looking at the area back here. There's just nobody there.
No.
Look, there's nobody there. Nobody.
Shut up,
Even if they ran the
booger.
routes, it still were the ball.
There's nobody there. It should have been a penalty.
He threw it over what's his name's head. Like what does he want? Like if you throw it away, it needs to be within a yard and a half of the receiver.
Let's snap it to Bushini and let him go beast mode.
Oh Jesus!
Couple of yards.
I thought that wasn't gonna even be that good.
And the Eagles closed on Evan Johnson.
How good has Marinero been today? I love number 45, man. He was a special teams guy. Now he's playing starting
4th down, going for it, bro. We really.
This is what you wanted.
I want field goals at this point.
No, you don't. You want
I
Raiola
want to make it
getting
14
all these,
point. No, that was what I was saying at the goal line. I'm like, you weren't
don't
here.
Change now. Don't start singing
You weren't
a different
here.
song now.
You were front running in the other room.
Don't you want Raiola
No.
to take a 37th attempt in
Nope.
the red zone?
Your headset was off. I said, this is a good opportunity for a field goal to go up to make yourself
What
up
did you
14.
say to me? What did you say to me?
But this is when I was talking to the real fans that weren't front running in the other room.
What did you say to me?
I was talking to people who were actually sticking around.
What did you say to me?
I know.
He sure has played like Rudy.
And now they're doing it. And you're like,
No, the other thing I wanted was also a field goal.
And disagree with
That's
everything
literally you
except for when
mocking
it works.
yourself. You're literally mocking yourself.
Okay.
So keep
Just
going.
Just answer me this real quick. Did you not ask me? And the chat can chime in. Did you not go, wouldn't you rather see Raiola in that situation?
But what I said to them,
No. I don't.
What I said
to
to
your
them-
point, I wasn't here, so I can't
exactly.
argue any of that.
So don't
So
leave.
one of those guys that says
Either take your
"Let-
headphones with you or
and
don't
you blew
squawk.
later, and then whatever happens, you're like, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
got to be
regret
here for it.
pick
That's a
all
tud.
multiple choices
That's a tud.
that you didn't want because you wanted a field.
I actually didn't want that. I wanted a field goal. They should go back and replay that for a field goal.
Take it off the board, he says. All three of our running backs have touchdowns.
Now you got to go for 2 ski.
And now Raiola finally has one. You know what I want to see?
Good opportunity to go for 2 ski.
You know what I want to see?
He's got Johnson in coverage.
Fake extra point, Bushini run up the middle.
They might actually do that here. They literally might do that. That won't surprise me.
But it's all about the linebacker not getting through the coverage, getting through the traffic.
Watch it be a bad snap.
And delivered a strike.
There we go, boys.
Have their touchdowns today. Emmett Johnson was going to go to the portal.
We're the real bad boy mowers today.
He's signing up for more of this from Holgerson and Raiola.
We answered that.
Hi, Bella. Maybe today's your day.
Is that Raiola's first passing touchdown in
8 weeks?
a decade?
I don't know. But I'll tell you, as somebody that actually cares about this game, I'm enjoying the lead. Okay? Come on, ESPN update. There we go.
Oh, man. So what are you thinking for next year, man? National title or bust?
Next year,
Or do you think we graduate to the Alamo Bowl?
Well, yeah, upgraded bowl is on my list. A winning record is on my list.
Well, you're going to have a winning record after this game.
Yeah, so maybe a winning record by 2 games.
Is
that too short of hopes? Is that too little? You know?
No, I think expectations need to kind of be a fluid thing, like tampered and like see what you have. Because like a perfect example is when Rule got hired, it's like, yeah, he always has a bad year, then maybe 2. It's like, if we could just get to a bowl game, it'd be great. Well, he did that in year 2 instead of year 3. But the way we looked at points last season, the way we started off this season, all of a sudden that wasn't enough. And then aspects of the team, whether it was the offense with Satterfield, the special teams, different things like that, it's like, well, this guy's got to go. This is a problem, this and that. But the expectations never regressed, right? So it's like when we started off really well and everybody's like, oh, dude, we should only have 1, maybe 2 losses. You know, Ohio State and maybe one other team, and outside chance of playoffs, if not a high bowl, blah, blah, this and that. And then when everything kind of went to shit and teams figured us out, we were playing better teams that could scheme better, and the blueprint was out on Raiola. Nobody went, okay, this is reality. So, yeah, let's go back. If we can just get a bowl game. Nobody did that. They still had the high standard held. So to answer your question, like, no, I don't know, man. Like if the defense has looks a lot more athletic and is a lot more aggressive under Butler, and these receivers and some of these other guys coming in a full offseason with Holgerson can come out and look really well, then yeah, maybe the bar would be too low of a bar. But I think you have to kind of alter it once you start seeing the team play. Like hearing reports over off seasons and conditionings and practices and shit like that, and coming up with they should be 7-0 against Ohio State and then win the rest of their games. Like, you don't know that, man, until you start seeing them play, and then you see them play shit teams, and then when they start playing good teams, it drastically changes. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Do we just squib it on purpose?
Probably, just to piss you off.
Go Don, go Don, go Don.
This is bad. I never want to be in the Bad Boy Mowers Bowl again after this.
Hot Rod, Gabe wouldn't know the first thing about making you up with a hog. You have to holler at his brother.
Territory here at Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, the judges' chambers.
You didn't even go out with us, did you, when we went hog hunting that year?
I don't think so. I was shooting him from a helicopter.
Yeah, that's right. Your helicopter.
Remember that helicopter that went over?
That one you had?
I was flying it and shooting
at
the same time.
That was your old helicopter, right?
Yeah, I got a better one now.
That one didn't even have the hot tub in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's back then.
I mean, outside of that first drive where they got a field goal, Mike, it's been turnover
That's
on
before
downs,
the big red
turnover
ramp
on
money
downs,
started rolling
turnover
in
on
for you.
down, a punt, and then the fumble. So can Boston College finish this drive?
I was expecting a lot more offense from Boston College, man.
They're just a run team for the most part.
Snapski out to the edge. Wow.
That's pretty.
Wow. Good thing that was mostly lateral.
That's a nice throw. That's a timing throw. That ball's in the air before Bond's able to even get out of his break. He turns around. That ball's right where his hands are. Catch, first down.
James.
No pressure. Oh, boy, almost took his helmet off at that hit.
We talked to Grayson James this week. Told us, I still remember vividly getting called into Bill O'Brien's office. He let me know the news of the quarterback change from Tommy Castellanos. Said I was so excited. Grayson called his mom. She was screaming. And James has been QB1 since.
Short throw on second and 5. That'll get him the first down.
Makes his first catch and good.
Why are we back to the big
I
cushion
just love what
defense?
James talked about as well.
Because we're up.
Is it just because we're up 18?
Because we're up, baby.
Give up a big play and
Full prevent starting
plant down in the
now.
red zone.
Every
Full
play,
prevent.
every play, we're expecting a Hail Mary.
Timeout, Nebraska. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds.
But being able to have a coach like that and draw from a lot of
Starting to get a little
plays,
hungry now.
This is a nice
I was
job
just thinking I might order me a little something to something. You know?
Breakfast tacos?
Well, Bill O'Brien's
Well,
been
a
all
little
over
late
the
for
place
that.
in his
Lunch
coaching
tacos?
career, and I know, obviously,
I'm thinking
these
about
are some names
a
that jumped out
Shake
to you.
Shack
Absolutely.
burger
I
and
think the Heisman
fries.
Trophy winner,
Shake
You know,
Shack.
really
much better
stuff that
football
hunger
than
down.
Bryce Young, Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, Deshaun Watson, their time together in Houston. And we're talking about the recall that Grayson James can go back and see how it's done.
No,
To see
son,
how
Dito.
situational football is.
The Huskers shouldn't
Yeah,
be
I was
setting a
gonna tell you,
tone
it's
for next
interesting
season.
to hear his players talk
They
about
should
how
be.
different coaches meetings are there,
They
because
shouldn't have
Kyle
even
Rivers
come
said
out
when
to the
there's no
game.
wasted
All right?
time. O'Brien and
They
Rivers
should be
puts out
laying out,
videos, goes through coverages,
you
points
know,
out
and playing
nuances
hopscotch
of
and
what
playing,
offenses do. They don't talk, they just learn football.
Hopscotch is a
Bill O'Brien
big
said,
hit
"That's
with
what
the
I can bring
college
to
kids
this
these
program.
you
days,
know,
I'm gonna do it
they
every
should be
chance I
playing
get."
hacky sack
And now James
out in Central Park
quad.
right now.
downfield.
Oh, what? Where did it go? It wasn't in Singleton's hand.
Looked like he had it, but could not haul it in.
I was gonna say,
I
did
had a
someone
Bernie
else
Williams
catch it?
flashback. That was a Bernie Williams flashback.
Planet, I would get
Center field
Runza, but I'm
going
in
all the way to
Austin,
that play
Texas.
In left center here at Yankee Stadium.
You gotta
Almost
catch
an
that, dude.
outstanding play for an interception. That ball hung in the air. For
Butler
a
ain't gonna be
long time,
shit
Mike.
if he's dropping
That ball needs
interceptions
a
like that,
little
dude.
Butler should have
His
went out there and
first
caught it
game.
Keep
himself.
that in there as long as that
As the head
was.
honcho
Williams
when he
almost
drops it.
with the interception. And no, Grayson James paid for that one as well.
Yeah, I could do barbecue hot rod. I could get some brisket.
By Deshaun Singleton. New life for James.
Uh-oh. Short throw. Sierra
job,
Wright
Tyler.
tries to slide across the ground to tackle him.
To get 11.
Real sneaky style so he wouldn't see him coming.
That's a positive play, showing off the ability.
Real sneaky.
6'3", 248
What the
pounds.
hell was that?
Showing off the little mini hops there from Franklin to keep the drive going.
Getting away from Sierra Wright. Final minute.
I'm sure that's what he's thinking.
Ball at the plus 30.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. He picked that up?
Don't worry.
Good defense,
They'll still
Shavers.
turn it into a 5-yard gain.
Remember, Dwayne Alec has taken over at center for Drew Kendall, who will not return to this game.
But Mike, did that knee go down to the ground? I thought the play should have been stopped. Originally, I thought that when he came back down, I thought the right knee had touched the ground, and the play should
I'll
have been
take one of
rolled
those
dead.
pulled pork sandwiches, hot rod. That does
Good
not
pickup
sound
by
bad
you. Is
at
that right knee down?
Ruling on the field
Looks like it.
is a completed pass.
Oh, yeah, his knee was down when he picked the ball up.
all. That's a good point. Are they reviewing it?
Potentially being down when he gained
Are they
possession.
reviewing it?
Really great
I don't know. He was too terrified to tell us.
Well, the initial attempt of
Like,
picking the ball
they're
up,
telling me
he
that
actually was in
we're
a
gonna be
squatted
reviewing this
position,
play.
which would
He's like,
allow him to pick the ball up and still maintain the play.
Sorry for the
But after he missed
inconvenience,
that
folks,
initial
but we
pickup,
have to
he
take a
put
look
the
at this
right
play.
knee down to try to grab the football, and that's immediately what my eyes went to, was the right knee. See, that first look at it, he's kind of in a squatting position, but the second attempt, I thought the right knee was on the ground while he picked up the football. That should be down. The whistle for that play to be over.
By the way, it's still the third quarter.
I don't want him to like look at it and go, "Oh yeah, his knee's down." I want him to like really like write stuff down, take notes.
He was down. The ball and the knee came up at the same time, so this should be ruled down.
Google how to release insanely tight traps, and then come out and tell us what he found out.
After video review, when the quarterback gained possession, his knee was on the ground. It'll be second down.
That's Scabies girl.
For real.
I'm going to use the F word. It's getting funky in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, not that one. We've had
now with Scabies girl, the politics at dinner would be annoying.
Down fakes involving the punter/holder, and now we've got this overturned on review.
Yeah, a sumo squat. That's what I was looking for all my yoga fans out there. Now, the sumo squat initially didn't work, and then he went down again with the knee on the ground, and that's why they blew it dead.
Shavasana Morrison.
Shavers on the blitz gets picked up.
He getting a little antsy back there, bro.
I said that's probably gonna be hands to the face on
35, but there is a flag down as we hit zeros at the end of the third.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense number 1. The 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. First down. That is the end of the third quarter.
Hey, at least we made it to the fourth.
Somehow.
So 11, 12. So we're at 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, and we're at the fourth quarter. That's good news.
It's great news.
You know? You going to be able to lie down and take a nap after this?
Oh, bro, I could sit up and take a nap. I could stand up.
I'm just saying, are you going to have to go to one of your many jobs?
No. I was going to go get a new phone today.
Wow.
I don't think I can kick this can down the road any longer. They've been emailing me for about a week saying they want me to come pick up that new iPhone 37. Did you order food yet? You're muted or something. Like a little bitch.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Sandito wants to talk about how we actually scored a second half touchdown.
That's
East Metro,
pretty
I do
exciting.
sleep with I've been sleeping this whole time, bro. What's Franklin's?
Barbecue.
I've never heard you talk about Franklin's.
It's supposed to be the other big one. It's downtown Austin, and you have to go there in the morning, and they sell out by like 11 a.m. You have to stand in a long line. It's like, yeah, thanks. I'm not doing any of that.
Do you have
shit.
to walk through tents and puddles of piss to get to it, or?
Yeah, you do. You do. You know. But that's just common decency.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone will know this one is bigger.
Why did I think the game was back already? Why would it be back?
You're just dumb sometimes.
You know?
Thinking that, like, there was actually
a shot.
All of this put on for the sake of watching a game. And you would have thought wrong.
This world. The things people eat. Football is torture, bro, with commercials. It's just torture. It's
Brutal,
so
man.
much worse than basketball.
Listen, 444-4444. If you want more, call the fours.
Don't call the force, people.
Welcome back to the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Moments ago, Matt Rule with Don Davenport.
Coach Rule, what are you seeing from your defense right now?
Well, we're playing good defense other than we're just not getting to the quarterback. So, we obviously got the one and we got the ball out. So we can just get a little more pressure here. They're going tempo now. We knocked the run game out. We have a big lead. We have to just now convert it to some pass rush or pick a ball off.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, so
What'd he
there's
say?
the recipe from Matt Rule.
Who
got this team bowl eligible. He said the cloud that kind of hangs over
He
everything.
said we're not getting to the quarterback.
He said, what's it going to take to get you in this slightly used 87 Camry?
Yankee Stadium with the Huskers up 18.
Screen.
Oh, God.
Richard takes it inside the 5. First down and goal for Boston College.
Holding them to a field goal would be a miracle here, and they probably won't even go for it.
Richard, you able to get the defensive line to go after the quarterback. They've been aggressive all game long. But Richard able to handle that football, let the blocks develop, and get inside the 10-yard line, first and goal for the Eagles.
Who have had opportunities, but if you're just joining us, they haven't been able to punch it in. Only 2 points on a blocked extra point run back.
First and goal.
Play fake.
Little bit of pressure, rolling out, back of the end zone. Safe throw.
Jeremiah Franklin, second down and goal.
Nice job just getting the ball away. Again, talking about getting to the next down. It's like one of those plays, it's a two-level route. The initial guy, which was taken away by the Cornhuskers, and you got the deep route in the back of the end zone. It's not there, and a nice decision by Grayson James throwing that ball out of the back. Or should I say, could have been a wild pitch because it's over there by home plate. So a wild pitch that gets you to second down.
Hook me up, something good
By the way,
happens, right?
Kai Robichaux
Yes,
is
sir.
hobbled off the field. Senior running back and leading rusher.
Their running
for the
back's
Eagles,
out,
already
injured.
undermanned today.
He don't look like he's coming back either.
Richard's the running
There's a
back.
handoff.
He
Nope,
will.
rolls out. Crushed out of bounds by Giff.
Short of the goal line.
They're on the 2, I'd say.
Nebraska closed quickly, and it's third down and goal.
Hey, you go see ball,
That
go
running
get
back
ball.
told the trainer,
That's what you're told as
you're
a
going to
defender.
have to cut this leg
Isaac
off.
Gifford, number 2.
This is the
Outstanding
pinstripe.
job. Remember, he had the conversion on the punt squad, but this time he seeked and found Grayson James along that sideline. That's a terrific tackle from the safety coming from high.
Feels like if BC's going to come back in this game, it's got to happen right now.
It's 4-down territory.
McDonald in motion.
Oh, my God. Please don't make this happen. Please, no. Oh, my God, good defense.
Remember, it's a guy who hasn't played center.
You're lucky that wasn't a false start on the center.
Bro.
In Dwayne Alec, who has stepped in, and the snap went to
They
Grayson
bailed his
James
ass
when he
out.
wasn't
Everybody's
expecting
like,
it.
okay, I guess
Just
we're going.
watch.
He hiked that shit right into his chest, too.
Number 11. Anybody else, just watch him.
Look
He's
at that.
standing there waiting for the ball, wide open. And
That could have been-
How's that not a false start?
Nobody's within
The quarterback
5
can start
yards
moving
of who
before
was
the ball
behind.
snap.
That was the touchdown the Eagles have been
I thought all you
looking
could
for
do
all
was
game
like,
long.
I thought your
Don't
feet
try
had
to
be
question
set.
it.
I'm just saying. I know you can clap and like move your head. And you're trying to.
Oh!
What? Oh, come on, dude. Is that? Oh.
Hey, at least it was 4th down.
At least it was right and not Singleton again.
Turnover on downs for Boston College.
Woo! Bro, looking at his hands.
He's like, why you do me like this,
Another
hands?
defensive stop. Coach Rule said it. They haven't done it on 3rd down, but that's the 4th time on 4th down.
I can't believe he
Cornhuskers
banned
making it happen.
Iowa, dude, man. People could be cooking his ass right now.
Not dealing with it today.
You don't need emotional
Not dealing with it. I'm pulling a Sundo.
actions.
I'm pulling a Sundo, all right? Not today.
Which one is actually Sundo?
Sundo O'Quinn.
Quinn, the one that just said Husk Dough is back. The biggest Husker fan
Dough.
ever.
Yes. Sundo don't play with people like that, all right?
No.
If someone starts pissing off Sundo in the chat...
He don't like people playing on his phone.
He don't like people playing on his phone. He doesn't allow it. No. And JB was in here just like a child, just not responding to just... The Huskers, man. And then he'd die down for a little while. And then, the Huskers are going to... Shut up, bitch.
Well.
Okay?
Then
I've
don't
had
leave
my
out the
fill.
part where you told him to fellate you.
Well, that was warranted.
Yeah.
You know? Zach says, ugh, wanted a shutout. Zach, we ain't in the position to want shutouts.
I mean, basically have one.
You know?
Got one little snafu on the special teams. Defense is pitching a shutout.
John Butler is pitching a shutout.
Yeah, but he has dropped 2 interceptions that were right in his hands.
That's true.
So I don't know about this going forward.
Uh-oh, Metro.
Special request.
This is going to set you back, Metro.
This is going to set you back. Oh.
Bang.
Why you got to do Metro like that, man?
I mean, Metro should probably be at school right now.
Well,
he should be at Christmas school.
He's a good guy.
That's true. He does things the right way.
He does do things the right way.
Back to the 3rd down and 4th down plays for Boston College.
Well, we remember Lewis Bond on 3rd down. They missed him. He was wide open. He's just sitting there. Nobody's within 5 yards of him, and they miss him. You go down to 4th down. Remember, Lewis
I've
Bond
never
is my best
been
receiver.
more
He's there again.
on
still
board
want to
with
find him.
Matt
He's
Rule's
wide
idea
open
of running the
again.
clock out at the end of
Except
games.
Grayson
Yeah?
James goes somewhere else.
Wrap this
If
on
I'm
up.
gonna go down as a quarterback, I'm throwing
I
to
mean,
my
this is
best
clearly
receiver,
going to go
Lewis
down in
Bond.
history as
And
one
he
of the
didn't do that
greatest
2
Husker
plays
wins
in
of
a
all
row.
time.
And the 4th down misfire.
Let's just get out of here now.
That looked like, oh no. Okay, he barely got out of the end
Got the
zone.
ball over the line.
Yeah.
The end zone. And remember, for it to be a safety,
This crowd, this field has been awesome.
from Johnson here.
Yeah, the ball is out.
They're probably not going to play
But
right
man, it was close.
all
You
of
talk about
next year
close.
when they have a regular
But the ball
solid
was
surface
out
to
of the
play
end
on.
zone, right down the line. I'm looking at it again. That's a great angle, but the downhill run.
Gonna throw to Fedone Daddy. Go, Fedone. Now we got a real
Atta
shot
boy.
to
7 yards and 3rd down.
get this first down.
It's a hard run. We got a gimpy old guy.
That's a dirty jersey. He's hopping around.
Well, especially baseball field.
Yeah, Sundo, this is on Yankee Stadium field.
Grass fields in cold weather areas in December are always of the highest of
I mean, this
quality.
guy's been hobbled. He's just emptying
Especially when
the
they're
tank.
getting rain and
Cam Arnold
drizzle and
suffered
no
a shoulder
sun.
injury. Owen McGowan tore his pec. So next up, the old
Raiola dropping back. Short throw to
Get it,
Linden
baby.
Daddy.
Lindenmeyer said, I'm taking bodies with me.
Woo!
Said, y'all do what you want, but I'll be up here at the 17.
His second catch of the ball game to move the sticks.
Just getting out and breaking tackles. Omar Thornton, he's
All right, now let's get some heavy runs
You
going.
gotta wrap up. You don't wrap up, you get ran right through.
Metro, you're not old enough to be a car guy. You're a, if anything, you're a car boy.
Becomes a first down. That's an outstanding job.
3 catches in 3 years coming in, and now, as we said, a second grab for Lindenmeyer.
Handoff to Emmett. A nice little game.
Metro forgot more about cars.
Sundo said Carboy is his new name now. Carboy Metro.
Baby Driver Metro.
Louisiana Tech, they step into that spot. They go up against
Boss Baby
22nd
Metro.
Army and
He's a
Bryson Daly,
real
who
boy.
finished 6th in the Heisman voting.
See, unlike other folks, I ain't gonna stand for the East Metro boom and blasphemy. All right, that's my guy right there.
At Marshall. But Louisiana Tech, they got it. We got a chance to see this guy. Captain America, they call him, over at Army, Bryson Daly.
As good as it gets. Big stadium.
Damn, stuffed.
Somebody didn't pick up a guy.
That's got to be Eric Crouch's
Eric
brother.
Crouch's twin brother.
Got to be twins.
If the Eagles going to have any
You know?
shot in this game, Mike.
For a defensive player injury.
Quan Williams, one of the nose
Actually, I
tackles
think
for
that's his
Boston
son.
College, is still
Look it
down
up
on the
real quick.
field
Yeah, it's his son.
here at Yankee
His
Stadium.
oldest son.
We'll step aside and then right back to the Bronx after this.
It's a big boy.
You probably think this chick's a smoke show too, don't you? She's got the golly gee all shucks look to her.
She's got a little Allison Brie thing. Oh, we got 5 more memberships given out. 5 new bug eaters. We got Tag. We got You Eat Rocks. We got Jeff Thomas. We got Corey Young and Pan Spray. Thank you.
Those?
Living in Omaha, Dave Matney. Appreciate
Big
you,
Dave.
man. Thank you for making some more bug eaters.
Big Dave's one of the OGs.
Truly, truly.
He's probably the OG.
You know? You might be next, son, Dito. We're getting close to 3 hours. Total game time.
Close to me caring even less about this game than I mean, they're not caring too much about the ending.
You truly got flamed in the comments and can't handle it.
I can more than handle it.
Well,
I, honest to God, like it. I just read through, like, there's how I read the comments after we do videos. That's me scrolling and giggling.
Wow.
Because we stay out.
I love these commercials. I want
They're the
more.
best.
If I could just get more commercials.
What was that show that was on TNT like probably 15, maybe 20 years, close to 20, not probably 20, 15-ish years ago, where the two guys worked for an ad agency and they were like put together commercial ideas and did like pitches to companies of like what they were. It was almost, it wasn't Mad Men, but it was that idea of, it was modern, you know, current like time.
You can add Bill Belichick, of course.
The one dude from Will and Grace was on it, and then you know the dude that plays JD's brother on Scrubs. He was the other dude.
He said to us, "The biggest place next year
I don't remember that.
is on offense." And he told
I
us
thought you were the
he
one
felt
that told
like
me
he
about
needed
it.
to do something bold.
Anybody
with
know that
hire.
I remember
show?
watching
It's
some
always
of
going to be a
it.
good
But
defense under
anyways,
him and his staff at Nebraska.
ever since
But
that
he felt like
show,
he had to
when I
do
see these
something like Dana Holgorsen.
dumbass
So he's got
commercials,
Dana, he's
You
got
I
think
always
the guys
imagine-
who've been
And when this
pitching it?
game's over, I
well,
promise
yeah, I
you
always
he's gonna be on
imagine
that
like
phone
these
because the portal
conference
closes
rooms
later
where
tonight
people
in
are
the transfer
throwing out
portal.
all these other
So he's
ideas,
trying
and
to
they're
get as
like,
many guys
no,
to come in, but I'll tell you
no, and
this,
then
having
whoever
a
come up
quarterback
with
like
whatever
Dylan
one they end
Raiola
up doing, they're like, that's
does a
it.
great job for recruiting. A lot
It's
of
like, what kind of
players
shit
around
got turned
football
down that this
wanna
is
play
what you
with the
settled
type
on?
of quarterback that Dylan Raiola,
Me and Lordy
I
always
think he's gonna
complain
be
that somebody
in
got
year
paid
two of his college
$50,000 for this
Number
commercial.
11 in our ESPN 300.
Raiola, gotta get rid of it.
Bam Crouch
Get
If
snapped.
he gets hurt, so what? You win the Pinstripe Bowl. Then
At
you
all
worry about
costs.
others. At all
Crouch, he comes
costs.
all the way around.
If they have to lifeline him out of here, so be it. After the game.
To the quarterback is Bam Crouch. He's had a heck of a game today so far, making plays not only on the quarterback.
Eric Crouch Jr.
He's doing a little bit of
doing
everything.
Cooking, bro. He's cooking.
He's got a little extra incentive playing against his dad's alma mater that didn't recruit him.
Got a lot to play for.
They're like, oh, you'll go get his center.
Ooh, let that ball go. Okay.
Nebraska hops and settles at the 36. Today's
not a terrible punt, man.
Is brought to you by Tide. So let me ask you this.
Sure.
What is the next step for Dylan Raiola? Where do you think he needs
completing
to go
deep
into the
balls.
sophomore season?
Well, I want to see him with his ball placement, the accuracy. He throws a great deep ball, but I think he needs to be a little more accurate with that. Maybe that's, you know, year one in the wide receivers. I know that wide receiver room is going to look totally different next year, but I think he also realizes he's got to have more ability to escape. He's got to be able to get out of the pocket a little more, and I think that's what Dana Holgorsen, they're going to
that Nebraska hoodie you're wearing with Holger, hog leg, looks like a bowling, like the bowling team's logo, which is fitting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we asked Dylan Raiola himself yesterday, where do you
What's
think
the
you need to
bowling
improve?
team's logo?
I thought it was interesting. The first
Like
thing
if the
he said
bowling
was
team had their own
and
like
when we asked
way
Dana
of
Holgorsen the same
having a
question,
Nebraska
he
logo,
said, I
it'd
think
be
Raiola
that.
needs to get his body right. Not that it's a bad body, but going into year two, a little more mature physically, to really be able to handle things.
Got a little something on his nose there, maybe.
Little booger sugar residue.
You get after it, hog leg.
You get after it for the pinch.
You've earned it.
It's a much different body type that you have to go and obtain.
Come on, somebody get him down.
That shouldn't have worked because that was a screen. And those don't work.
No, they don't.
I don't care
Those
how
get you
well
fired.
people execute their blocks and their assignments.
I'm always looking for number 11 if I'm Grayson James.
So plus territory inside the 45 for Grayson James and the Eagles. James uncorks. Wants Harris.
Sure head.
He didn't get his head turned around.
Reed Harris down by
We can go ahead and have offsetting penalties because
Singleton and two markers down
when
inside
he
the
didn't
5.
turn his head and ran through him, he then got hip tossed into the end zone.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Oh, that's a pass interference and a half.
Interfering with his opportunity to catch the football. That was Deshaun Singleton. That's what pass interference is. Not allowing.
I still don't think that was as bad as
to get back to the football, restricting him
Banks getting drugged by the collar like a child in the candy aisle at
Still
Walmart.
8:20 to go. Only the 2 points for Boston College. But yet again, they're in Nebraska territory.
Banks didn't even get a revenge hip toss at the
The
end.
UCF transfer Jordan McDonald broke away from Donnie Jones and gets toward.
I can't believe these idiots keep doing these screenplays.
For Boston College.
I can't believe they keep blocking for him. Don't they know they're supposed to not
Doesn't
block
matter.
his edge?
Doesn't matter.
And running back. He's out due to injury.
No players need to do anything for these plays to work. It's just call the play that'll magically work.
James goes to Morales, and Kamar Morales has enough for a first down. Grayson James at the controls.
Just can they finish?
Whoa.
We've seen this team go up and down the field, but they just haven't been able to finish.
Their 33rd play offensively in Nebraska territory, and no points from the offense.
I would trade 7 minutes and 28 seconds off the end of my life to wrap this game up.
Can they find a way to just get the ball in the end zone?
Wow. I said wow.
Along the sideline, bumped out of bounds, picks up a few with Caleb Benning getting some run and on the stop. You know, we talk about what's next for Dylan Raiola. Same question at quarterback for Boston College.
Did you get food ordered?
You know it's Raiola for the Huskers.
Would have some runs in?
It'll be next year for the Eagles.
A one-handed catch. I don't think he caught that. I think he was out. Yeah.
So third down coming up.
No, got barbecue on the way.
For sure next year.
Got Styles.
This is an audition for Grayson James. He puts himself
A little bit of brisket, a little
Do you
bit of
ever get
ribs.
other
He'll have some competition
barbecue?
behind him.
Or do you just stick to that?
I pretty much stick to it because it's always so good.
Stoppage pre-snap.
If I was closer, I would definitely go get
Might need to spot the ball back
blacks.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'd switch it up.
Nothing gets by
but it's too far away. I can't even order it.
When you talk about the quarterback position for BC, Dylan Lonergan, we mentioned, the transfer in from Alabama.
Who Bill O'Brien recruited while he was at Alabama.
Was number 36 in the ESPN.
Congrats there, Hot Rod. You've earned it. If we win, you might want to hold off.
Big third down for the Eagles.
3rd and 6. Steps up. Little flip pass. That's going to be a first down. Down to the 1 or the 2. Damn.
First and goal. The pickup of a dozen to the guy you've been clamoring for.
Watch the hold.
I
think it's Hutmacher.
Nice job of Grayson James finding him. They start yelling Tallahassee. I think
It looked a lot
Tallahassee needs
worse
to
in
get him
real
the ball
time. Looked like he got spun around.
and they're doing it.
He was trying to twist the other, but still.
Turbo Richard. Burrowing
Stuffed. They get a yard, but
is short.
Not
And there's a
even.
flag as well on the far side of the field.
I think we get illegal formation here. Not enough guys on line scrimmage.
Defense, number 11.
What the hell, man?
Was it number 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, man.
Remains first down.
So you're going to get called for one, but line up all sides all game.
Again, has assumed a bigger role after Jamari Butler transferred.
Yeah, I think he's right over here. And he's just lined up. I think, and that's another story, because the offensive tackle's actually lined up a little further in the backfield.
Another crack at it.
hand off. That'll get in.
Perhaps a Bronx cheer at Yankee Stadium. First points offensively for BC. Still hanging around with 6+ to go.
Bro's name is Turbo Richard.
I don't
AKA
think
Turbo Dick.
Turbo.
They just didn't get the penetration needed, but still finding a way. That's all it is. Keep the legs moving.
Turbo Dick.
And they finally get a chance to get into the end zone.
I mean,
so down by 12, going for 2.
All right, they're going for 2, folks.
Let's get a pick 2 here. Get that 2
territory. James.
The little Chiefs pitch, no good. That was great defense, man.
Big Daddy Hutmacher was all over that. They're lucky he didn't house that.
Nebraska's lead is a dozen with 6:11 to go.
Man, I love why Hutchmaker.
That'd be a good nickname for Metro. Turbo Dick Metro. But he's 10 years old, so it doesn't work.
When you finally agree on a festive movie.
Bro, I don't know about the last, 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah? Don't think you can make it? He ain't gonna make it.
It's just boring as shit.
What do you think the story of the game is? And don't say that you don't care, bitch.
What do you say?
What do you think the story of the game is?
Nebraska wins the most important game of the century. And clearly next year is going to be a greater outcome than had they lost or not played in this game. And there's more. Recruits and transfer portal guys that gave no consideration are now stumbling over themselves to commit to Nebraska so that they too can be associated with the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
I think that's all accurate.
Repeat next year.
I think that's all accurate. See, but the problem with your tact there is that had we lost the Pinstripe Mower Bowl, it would have looked bad and embarrassing.
Yeah. But it still wouldn't have mattered, is my point.
Those things matter to kids, man.
They don't.
They do.
They don't. You can't
They
say
want to be
that.
a part of a winner.
You can't say that and then have all
Scabies
these
girl's
kids
on. Could you not interrupt Scabies girl
before the bowl game and opting to not play in it so they can go somewhere else and get a bag or try to get a bag? That's all that matters to the good players now, the program changing players now. So the oh shucks, golly gee, feel good story of a bowl game, regardless of the bowl game, they care about the playoff bowl games. Those kids are sticking around and playing.
The best part of this game has been Scabies girl. If we're being honest.
Man, I'm not. I just don't get it.
Well,
I mean,
like
I would
young
be like,
Marissa
gross,
Tomei.
get out of here. But it's like, God, no. Not even close.
Wow. I said young. You know?
Nah.
University's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. 14th edition
With
of the
scabies,
Pinstripe Bowl.
I should say.
You're at
Okay.
Yankee
Yeah,
Stadium.
don't forget that
There is
part.
the
Yeah.
trophy. If you're wondering, Bad Boy Mowers, by the way, they sell, well, lawn mowers, tractors, UTVs, handheld tools. You got all that?
I got all that. I saw you on a Bad Boy mower yesterday, and to see your
6 minutes on the clock, which means 1 full hour of play
And a
left.
half.
Okay.
Didn't acquire one, however. Onside kick here from BC. 6:11 to go, down by 12. No, they will send it deep. Nebraska was expecting it, so it goes deep over the head of Isaiah
Line drive
Garcia
kick.
Castaneda. So Nebraska trying to get to the finish line with 6+ minutes left, up by a dozen, and trying to stamp this season at 7-6 overall. I told you they started 5-1.
Here we go, folks. The most important drive of the most important game of the year.
Now you're
According to
getting
Gary.
According to me. Run.
Dylan Raiola is under center.
Come on.
Evan
Thank you,
Johnson.
Jesus. There, the baby. Keep going. Let's just do this for 6 minutes and 4
I would
seconds.
love to see Quentin Ives in there.
Most highly touted quarterbacks, obviously in the high school ranks coming in. He spends 1 year there, and the head coach, Matt Rule, has to re-recruit the quarterback after just 1 year.
Yeah.
Like that, to me, is where college
Please
football
use
is.
every
You think,
last
okay,
fraction
Dylan
of
Raiola,
these
he's going to be there 3 or 4 years.
play clock
And you
seconds.
have to re-recruit him all over again. That's probably his biggest commitment so far to start the 2025 offseason.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola said he was kind of disappointed he had to put something out there
Down there.
affirming his recommitment of sorts, saying he was all in, and Nebraska.
Little edge run. Oh!
By Crouch off the
Bro
right
got
side.
slizzammed
Sawed
down.
off.
Went to
Yeah.
Dana Holgerson after the regular season finale and asked Dana Holgerson.
Yo, I agree, Hot Rod. It would be nice to see some HH plays
Dana Holgerson
here.
said, is the quarterback going to be with us? And Matt Rule said yes, he is. And so by Sunday, 2 days after the regular season finale, they had Dylan Raiola locked in. They had Dana Holgerson locked in for 2 years, and Matt Rule feels like
I mean,
the
Matt Rule
offense
is
well
80% bald, and you're really saying you'd keep that hair.
Colleges and universities and programs.
Yeah, I want him to go the Holgerson
trying to
route,
reach out to
where
the
he's
Raiola
bald,
family
but
to
yet
be
a
So a
resemblance of a
skullet.
mullet.
That's a
Yeah,
team around him.
under
The
a
team
hat.
around him. Other
Just
programs
looks.
have
You gotta have. You have to have a hog leg
He's not going anywhere.
to rock a skullet.
Barney on third down, but nothing doing. Owen Stoudemire on the
Man.
hit, and it's fourth down. coming
Barney
up.
hasn't done shit this game.
Timeout. Boston
No.
College.
Well,
Biggest
he's
game of
been
his life.
overthrown. He had some opportunities, but he was
He
overthrown.
didn't really
a
have much
bunch.
separation. The most separation he had was where the dude was still able to reach out and grab his shoulder.
4:31 left.
I'm not saying it's necessarily on him. I just don't feel like. I feel like a lot more of the emphasis was on like Banks and Fidel in the passing game.
In his homecoming, the native of Harlem, 10 minutes from here at Yankee Stadium, his first rushing touchdown in 3 years.
And what he did also, I thought, in the pass protection game as well. He's done a tremendous job. And you talk about the hometown kid coming home, his little league football
Player of the game.
organization here in attendance.
39 rushing
That's
yards and a
great story
touchdown.
for college football and a great send-off
That's how
for
exciting the
Johnson.
game was.
Quintadius Hutchins again helped off the field for Boston College. After
Fake
Bill
punt?
O'Brien's first
Why is
timeout,
the clock stopped?
summons Nebraska
They called timeout.
Oh Jesus Christ! What
Yeah,
are you
they
doing,
used
guys?
timeout.
is in the middle of a pair of
We're down
fakes on the
12.
seam.
Oh no no no!
Dude, we're down 12.
This is how we do it, huh?
This
is how we do it.
Bass fishing, I'm a ball of fire, bro. Non-stop.
He's right here. He delays, but once that opens, the sea opens, he just goes and go get it. That's a nice job, Victor Nelson. Watch the speed.
Wow.
It opens up for him, and he's able to lay out and get the block.
Redshirt senior, guy who's only played.
Wouldn't it be crazy if this bowl game is what finally does Foley in?
The other day, the light bulb's going on. Well, on special teams, he comes up with a massive play. First and goal, Boston College.
I'm gonna fuck Foley up after this game.
Right.
Touchdown.
He just didn't pick up the blitz, and now Butler's not tackling with the shit.
This game has flipped.
And it's just old school running. They get a couple of pullers in front, and you just find a way to get into the end zone. You lean, you scratch, you claw. You gotta find a way. And the Eagles are back in business.
How about the moment for Victor Nelson?
Should we be surprised? Should I be surprised?
About what?
That this game wasn't over.
Oh, the game's over, dude. Relax.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think it's over?
Yeah.
You really think this game is over?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
From practice over at Columbia University here in New York.
Because, like, the short possessions and punting and shit like that is because they were just trying to eat clock.
Okay.
It's not to give up a touchdown. Like, the block put them in that spot, blah, blah, whatever. But it's like they can sustain drives. They've been doing it all game. Like, they'll probably have to go back to that and get it past the 2-minute warning. But
okay. Famous last words.
Opportunity that he's waited for. There hasn't been a lot of punts in this football game, so he finally got an opportunity to race right down at the perfect time.
Living in Omaha said, "What the F? I took a nap. We can't finish. We can't finish games."
They can finish games.
Okay. Here comes the onside kick down your throat.
So you don't even know what an onside kick is.
Wow. Barney. Oh my God, what a block by Ives. Jeez.
Well, this is bowl season, folks.
This is bowl season. I love it.
This is the good stuff.
I love what Don.
How come Barney's not wearing gloves?
It feels like
Doesn't he usually wear gloves?
Playing with their
I don't know. I never noticed that about him.
Eating and doing what they're supposed to do. And now you look up, we're in the fourth quarter, under 5 minutes to go.
None of the other games meant anything to me until this game.
That's true. That's a good point.
You know?
They weren't even worth watching.
These are the moments, the young true freshman. Can he lead his team to victory, hold on to this 5-point lead?
All right, Raiola over the middle to Fidone Daddy.
Told you.
All right.
Shit been working.
All right, I'm going to grab my food. You take over. This is your time to shine.
Oh, man.
This is your time to shine.
I'll try not to be too charismatic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was an incomplete.
You think?
Yeah, he never had full possession of it.
Replay is looking at it. They look at everything.
Doesn't matter. Go on, Raiola. Oh, that's 15. Oh, he ready to scrap. I see you, Raiola. Now I'm a little intrigued. Oh, who is that? Witkowski said, nah. Nah.
By Joe Marinero on the Boston College defense. Raiola went in sliding.
You think you're getting that bad boy Mowers trophy, you got another thing coming.
But also the NFL level.
We prepped our whole lives for
To
this.
get down a lot sooner. Dylan Raiola had that opportunity to slide. I think Bill O'Brien's talk about it here. Look how late that slide is.
I mean, he waited a while to slide, but still, the way they call shit these days, I do like him getting that dude's face.
That late slide, we know about the Kenny Pickett rule. This is
good for you.
Fault the defender on that play.
Personal foul, late hit, Defense number 28. 15-yard.
It wasn't a late hit. You could call it like roughing or whatever you call it. Oh, shit. Billy Bullfrog about to get him. He's transitioning to Billy Bulldog.
100%. The quarterback has all the protection. Get down
There's
early
too
if
much
you want
riding
it.
on
If you
this.
slide late and the defense is already committed, you're putting yourself in danger. I don't like this as a late hit.
Yeah, I agree. Totally, Matt. As a defender on the college ranks, the NFL, what am I supposed to do when the quarterback is still in a position?
I honestly love that
There's
dude
too
jumping
much
up ready to
slide
get
by
in his
Dylan
face.
Raiola,
There
and
is,
then
man.
He gets up and celebrates as well. So I see that also as a defender. I think that was just a bad call by the officials, more of just the fracas that kind of happened afterwards. You feel like you got to make that call. I just didn't like that call. Didn't like it.
And again, we watch it in slow motion.
Correct.
They don't, but still, that hurts Carter Davis in Boston College. So it ends up being plus 22 yards for the Huskers.
Hand off up the
Back to
gut.
the run game. Ramier, MVP of the game, Johnson, just went over the 40-yard mark.
Timeout. Boston College. It is their second. It will be 30 seconds. Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Thank you.
I really do like
About the conversation on the Boston
Raiola
College
jumping
sideline
up, getting
right
that
now.
dude's
Bill
face and
O'Brien,
not laying
Tim
there,
Lewis,
I
defensive
taught him
doing
that.
this, waving,
You're saying
asking
we
for a
cannot
flag.
give up yards, nor can we give up a touchdown. Remember, a field goal does not hurt you in this situation. But man, going back to that play just one more time, Raiola slides late. Carter Davis is right there in position, and you can see nonchalantly, it just felt like Raiola.
I don't think there was anything really bad with that play.
Too late for the defender to actually brace himself in that position.
He's starting to go. Raiola slides late. He turns his head away from him, leads with his bicep, didn't even really lay his shoulder into him.
The defender has to be allowed some privilege to go
And then
in.
Latowski comes over,
100%.
starts chucking folks. I like it. I like it a lot. So catch him with a little play action here, guys. I would have done a play action.
Third down coming, and Bill O'Brien will take his final timeout.
Boston College. It is their third. It will be 30 seconds.
So I'm thinking of now the Nebraska side here. Third and about.
Billy O is not having a good afternoon.
I also see this as 4-down territory for Nebraska, Mike.
He might punch a baby on the way back to the locker room.
That's because the winner of this game advances to the playoffs.
The Super Bowl.
On third down, you still have an opportunity to run it again on fourth down.
Bro, he is livid.
I told you.
Rightfully so.
I told you.
Rightfully so.
All right, so the ball's at the 36.
Yes.
You said they need about 2 on
Well,
this third down.
anybody that said this game doesn't matter clearly
Real
doesn't know
dumb
shit.
dumb.
Only make it an 8-point lead anyway.
Correct. But remember, Boston College out of timeouts only have the 2
Oh, that's a Billy O.
for their last stoppage.
Raiola keeps.
Raiola again. You slid too soon, dude. That's a late hit. And we got a
Ref
flag
wasn't looking.
ball game. Remember,
It's where the quarterback starts the slide. They marked it short. So fourth down would be coming. But is it a late flag on Boston
you said
College
Nebraska
and
couldn't
Sedarius
finish,
McConnell?
and the game wasn't over.
So the
ruling on the field is that the quarterback slide.
You lied.
It's called bully to greatness.
There is no foul on the play. It'll be fourth down.
Wow, so there was a flag.
Nope, no flag. Picked it up.
What?
Who didn't really hit him? You just saw things.
Lineman 88 and white.
So it was a great pickup, but initiating the slide was before that line of game.
So right
good
here,
job by the officials, and at the end of the
All
play,
of that was totally normal.
that didn't happen. You just imagined something and then reimagined it in slow motion.
Don't believe your lying eyes.
Going for it on 4th and 1.
It's a handoff.
And he's going to get it.
I'm
Oh,
so
shit,
happy for
Ramir. Damn. That was a grown man run. Tell Ramir Johnson this game doesn't matter, Gabe. You stupid dick.
Penalty, a moot point with a hard-earned 11-yard pickup. Wow.
5'10", 200-pound Ramir Johnson. You don't think he's playing at home? You don't think he's playing at home? The hometown kid coming through and making a play.
This is
and Dylan Raiola tells Boston College to keep talking. Ramir Johnson's trying to end it for the Huskers.
Wow.
I think he just moved into the first round of the draft with that run.
Because of the importance of this game?
All eyes are on it. There ain't a scout in the nation that's not watching this with a microscope.
Yeah. And they're saying whoever gets the first down at the end of the game is getting drafted first overall.
Now you're getting it.
You really got cooked in the comments, didn't you?
You really... Ugh. Try to come up with something good for the post-game video, though.
You know?
Keep fueling the flame.
I'm just drinking this brisket.
You're what?
Just drinking this brisket.
That pureed brisket. I made a brisket for Christmas. Or on Christmas Eve morning. Or no, Christmas Eve. It was a process. Smoker kept doing all kinds of weird shit. And I was like, this ain't gonna be trash. So I just finished it in the oven. Like a common city folk.
Right.
Didn't have a choice.
Woo! Whoever suggested brisket, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it's hitting. It is.
Now, watching you eat
hitting.
Some of the best barbecue I've ever had in my life is not making me more hungry. So don't worry about that at all.
I won't.
But I'm not going to go grab food or interrupt.
You're not going to succumb
for any reason to get food because this game.
Not the Pinstripe Bowl. Not the Mad Mowers City.
Mad Mowers City. Oh boy.
So, one more first down, right? We still need one more first down.
And they're out of timeouts, aren't they?
Yeah. Thought they had one.
Warning. I thought they used their last one before that.
Mowers, Pinstripe
on that fourth down.
Probably did.
Yankee Stadium. Nebraska's in victory
if they wouldn't have converted that, if he didn't have that run and we turned the ball over going for it on fourth down, are you mad?
With 2 minutes to go in the
this game's over, dude. They don't need a first down.
What an effort.
There's no
from the
timeouts.
Huskers and Ramir Johnson right at the end. Hometown kid grew up 10 minutes away in Harlem. Said this week he thought he'd have anywhere from
They don't belong on the same field as Nebraska.
His first down run can finish this thing off. And the Huskers are set to finish with a winning record for the first time since 2016, entering year 3 under Matt Rule and year 2 with Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, way to finish if you're in Nebraska, right? This is a team that found a way to hold on and keep that 5-point lead. And what this does for a young Dylan Raiola going into 2025. I mean, you talk about a confidence-building type of win that you roll into the offseason. I think this will be a top 25 team preseason, Mike. I really believe that.
He just said we're going to be a top 25 preseason team.
Why did they take a delay of game?
Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Maybe they wanted to take every single second.
Defense is going to be in great shape, even with
that doesn't make any sense. You stop the clock.
Leaving to go to Florida State.
Well, they're going to start it back up again.
From coaching the defensive backs. And
when they snap it.
Yeah.
But like, what? I don't understand. You're just going to kneel on it.
Because like, if you snap it, I'm just thinking here, if you snap it, you snap it at like 1 or 2 seconds, you could milk those 2 seconds off.
Game clock to 1 minute, 15 seconds, and the clock will start on the snap.
I mean, he talked about those 5 a.m. arriving to the facility meetings where he's just going in there watching film and knows where he wants to get better.
That doesn't make any sense, dude.
Don't question hog leg.
Different receiving core as well. They started the clock too early for a second time.
To 1 minute, 15 seconds, and the clock will start on the snap. Thank you.
2 big transfers at wide receiver. Isaiah Hunter from Cal, Dane Key from Kentucky. And how many times did Dana Holgerson say that to us yesterday, that the wide receiver play has to be
I need somebody to like talk to me like I'm 4. I don't understand what just happened.
One-on-ones consistently. And then they're going to run the football as well. This isn't air raid. This is pro style.
I think you're able to get an extra 1 or 2 seconds because you don't have to snap it at 1 or 2. You take it all the way down to 0.
Get close to win number 7.
You can take it to basically 0. That half a second isn't going to make a difference.
He was set to be Ohio State's offensive coordinator.
This game means too much to leave up to chance.
Ahead of year 2 for him.
And I like what he's doing right now.
That's a good point. Plus, the game would probably be over by now if that hadn't happened.
And so
we don't want that to happen.
The portal. He's got guys who he's bringing in from the portal, guys where he knows there's the gaps that he can fill, but a great foundation he was able to lay in his first year.
There you have it, folks. Your 2024 national champions.
Getting back to a bowl game, and the Huskers win it in the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium.
Bad Boy Mowers.
Oh, man.
Bad Boy Mowers.
Season for the Big Red as well since that 2016 year.
We did it, man. Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Victorious here in the Bronx.
Now
You
all
got
the
a bowl
fire
game?
fire Foley, Raiola's trash, kick all these guys off the team, all that is gone. And there'll be no question of it for the entire offseason or the beginning of next year, even after we lose our first 2 or 3. No, I'm not saying first 2 or 3 games this season, but after the first 2 or 3 losses they'll get. None of those talks or murmurs will heat up. Because they'll go, yeah, but we won the bowl game last year.
We did it.
And then everybody will go, that's true. So
we did it.
We'll let the coaches do their thing. We won't rush to judgment. Because remember, they won that bowl game and had a winning season.
Hi, guys. Sorry, we got the family coming in with Coach Rule. Let's talk about that. Here you are back home. You put on this, your team puts on this performance. How special is this?
I'm just happy for the guys. You know, obviously we're in control all game. Credit to Boston College, they fought back. And really for our offense to finally have a chance on the last drive to put it away and win it on offense, I was really, really excited. So if I could say this, you know,
later, Hot Rod.
Seniors that
Appreciate you, brother.
Grades probably didn't have to play in this game, and they came out here and they played. Ramir finished the game. Ty, all those guys, Nash, just grateful for them.
A couple of them on
I'm gonna have to tell
defense,
my kid
too,
to
and
head
they
back to
pressured BC all game long.
school early because
well, you know,
now that we won this bowl game, there's going to be just traffic and every portal player imaginable trying to get
portal players, baby.
Yeah.
And that's because the senior leaders on defense.
Like, I didn't even know where Nebraska was on a map. But did you see that Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl?
And what he was able to do, what impressed you about
MIT with a $2 donut says, "Thank God it's over."
He, you know, a year ago, him and I sat in my office when the season was over, and he you know, I watched him cry and think about what was going to happen, and for him to come back here
Good luck,
and
Bass
put the
Fish.
game away like that, to do the things that he did, the plays that he made.
I mean, for it's all seriousness.
Ramir, I should talk to you, not me.
To have the year, you know, finally have a winning season, a bowl appearance, and a bowl win. A lot of these guys that are wrapping up their 12-year careers going out like that.
I'm just glad we got the
All
win.
good and positive things. My whole stance on the game not mattering or being that important is more of, I'm saying, what kind of effort or focus you're going to get out of players. Not saying And nobody gives a fuck if we lose or win or whatever. Like,
guy who gave 6 years to this program.
which I kind of went into that already. But
Last year's senior who didn't get to a bowl
if you can keep building on this, part of my concern with a lot of Husker fans, especially a lot of fan bases have people like that. I feel like we have a ton. Is now, regardless of what happens, player additions, how quick players develop, don't develop, how well people sync up or don't sync up in these new coordinators' systems. Now there's this standard, whether it's realistic or justified or not, for next year, that you have to be at minimum 8-5, a better bowl game and win that bowl game, and then it always has to go up. There can be no plateaus or no little dips on the way up.
Okay, that's fair. So maybe if we have the same sort of season next season, it's okay to just be like sustaining, not being a bottom feeder, right?
Say it again.
Like, say we have the same end to our season next season. We become we get a winning season on the last game, which is a bowl game.
A winning season or a 50-50 season?
Just like this season, where it was 50-50.
Just become bowl eligible.
Same thing. Become bowl eligible, win. You could look at that as a positive and say we're sustaining where we're at, and we haven't gone backwards. We're just kind of treading water, getting better. But I don't know. I don't know. I have to see next year's schedule again.
Would you rather win, regardless of the record, say you're even or a game above 500, whatever, or even, well, I don't want to get crazy with it. You're 500 or a game above 500. You get a bowl game like this, or, a Independence Bowl, if that's still a bowl, whatever, Outback. I don't even know what the levels of them are anymore. Would you rather, is that a good substitute for losing 3 close games or two games you shouldn't lose and a game you should have had an upset on somebody? Like, does it offset any of that? The woes that the team had this regular season, I feel like Rule's trying to address what he can and also preemptively save himself by the changes with Tony White and Satterfield. But does finally breaking the bowl drought and then winning the bowl game offset any of that for you?
This year, yes.
Okay.
Because it was something that we just, it's something we had to do, and it seemed like we were doomed not to be a hump we just couldn't get over, right? I don't know.
So for me, that's the big reason why I said the game doesn't matter much. Like, it doesn't change what the problems were with the team all regular season when the games did matter. Like, you're not playing to get to these types of bowls. Your low bar, your floor, your basement should be these types of bowl games. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you do that, when you get to that level, I don't feel like it's a great achievement. It is for Nebraska because they haven't been able to do that. But I feel like Rule and this staff basically exercised Riley and Scott Frost's demons.
Mm-hmm.
They still have their own demons, if you go to last year and this past regular season, that are far more significant. And when those are fixed, these bowls are huge disappointment seasons. You know what I mean? Like, the trajectory that I think that the program is, I know a lot of people disagree with that, but should be on, is going to be at a position where this is a disappointment. But on the way of getting there, because you've been a bottom feeder for so long, it's not going to be just a straight upshot. You're going to have a season or two. You're going to have games where your expectations are here, and there's going to be a little bit of a dip, and people are going to lose their shit and want him fired, or another batch of coaches brought in and things changed over, instead of like, well, ride it out, man. Nick Saban, not arguably, depending on who you're talking to, greatest college coach of all time, didn't win the title every year. There was some years he didn't even get to a title game, so it's like, you're going to have those ups and downs along the way, as long as overall you're steadily going up. To me, that steadily going up is going from missing everything altogether last year to finally getting to a bowl game this year. I don't feel like winning the bowl game made it go, okay, now I feel better about this season than I did by just getting to the bowl game. I still feel like there was a huge letdown with a lot of the games that we should have won.
To me, it feels like a cherry on top.
UCLA, for sure. But that's not the same thing as like the game against Iowa mattered. The game against UCLA mattered. Like those were important, significant. I was talking to my brother-in-law when I said something, because we were talking about like spread-wise. You think this team will cover this? You think they'll get the over and unders or whatever? And I'm like, these games just don't matter to him. And he's like, you don't think with, kind of the same thing a lot of people were saying. And I'm like, I don't mean that it doesn't matter, like they don't give a shit. You don't get to that level of anything and not be competitive and want to win at everything. Like those guys, I guarantee you hear about like Jordan, who be gambling in that on who bags came off the baggage thing first or whatever. Like they're ultra competitive. Of course they want to win. But I'm saying it's the difference to me. And the proof is, like I was saying with you, and I know we've been joking around a lot about it, but in all seriousness, when you have all these players mass exodus to go see what kind of bags they can get or go to these other programs and opt out of the bowl game, that tells you right there it's not that important to them. Now, nobody did that that's in the playoff playing those bowl games. Those are important games, right? That right there tells you the difference in the games that these kids are like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm playing this game. I want to win. There's a lot on the line. This game matters because it takes me one step closer to the ultimate goal, as opposed to this thing is like the goal was getting a game, getting a bowl game. You know what I'm saying? So you achieve that. Playing in the game, who gives a damn? Nothing happens after that either way, and there's other things I can do. It's kind of the same thing if I'm like, hey, I want you to go fight this dude. You're going to try and beat his ass because you don't want to get your ass beat. But if I go, hey, dude, this dude just punched your wife in the mouth. You need to go fight him. You're going to try to kill that dude. You have very different motives versus the other. That's what I'm saying with the game. You got there. That's the goal. The win-loss is like, yeah, you want to win, and that matters as far as pride and dignity and all those types of things. I'm not saying nobody's like, I don't give a shit if we lose. I'm just saying that win at all costs thing, I don't think exists, and it doesn't change the outcome of what your season did, or what happened in your season, and what you need to address, or what your expectations or goals for the next season are going to be or should be.
We got a 75 NT from Chang, our guy Chang.
My guy Chang
said, I'm satisfied with the 7-6 result. It's been up and down season. Thank you, Lordy and Gary, for sharing the highs and lows of being Husker fans with me. Thank you, Chang. All right?
Appreciate you.
I wonder if this Matt Rule press conference is sorted up yet. Not yet.
Saga. We'll probably have some stuff other than August. Before August. We'll probably have at least 2 videos between now and the first game of the season next year.
I am interested in covering the basketball team.
Yeah.
But
that won't work with your son's schedule.
Yeah, not all the time. I don't know, man. I think the one thing I was thinking about winning this game, what it could help with, is that loser mentality that we've been stuck with, where you were saying some of these guys, we just need to get a bunch of guys out of this team because our guys have this loser mentality of like, we always lose, we always find a way. I was thinking this win, this type of win especially, where you don't choke it all the way, back up and throw it out, throw it up.
That's a good point. That's a really good point, especially when a lot of the core of your team, especially on offense, is freshmen. This is their first year. This is Raiola's first year, Barney's first year. Yeah. So, I mean, it's the first year that it was really handed over to Emmett Johnson. Or, he started to being more significant. He seems like the premier back going into next year, unless they come up with some crazy portal addition. You're going to have a lot of young offensive linemen. Carter Nelson should be a more impactful a more significant role in the offense, and he's a freshman. So yeah, that's a good point, man. Like you're starting off getting to and winning a bowl game as opposed to 5, 6, 7 years of always coming from ahead to lose.
Oh, this is what this is. Like their version of Nebraska football, as long as they've been there, has now been ups and downs, but we ended up winning a bowl game and having a winning season, something they ain't never done before. Like mentally, I think that could bode well for them. We got some questions about Foley, Cornborn Mike, and Chang. Felt like he was troubled during the season. A little upset with the fact that both of BC's scores came against our special teams, not the defense.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I would just defer to you on that. What do you think about Foley? Alcoholic?
I don't know. I already am not quick to put blame on coaches. And I'm not, in saying that, I'm not like quick to run to the defense of the coach either. I want to see, like in Satterfield's situation, we've seen with Holgerson that screens can work. We've seen teams run screens against us and they work. The problem is when you have screens or plays that take 45 minutes to develop and your offensive line isn't picking up blitzes, but you won't adjust or do anything else. That's a combination. But like players have to execute and coaches have to put them in the best possible situation to execute. Foley's been a special teams coordinator longer than a lot of people have been alive that are watching the games. And you don't know the special team coach on any other team. The great team, you don't know the special team coordinator for Ohio State or for Georgia or whatever else. But when all of a sudden guys can't snap the ball or your kicker's hurt and it's taking your other kicker, your replacement kicker, a while to settle in and get in rhythm, or somebody bobbles a hold, or a guy fields a ball running out of bounds at the 1, it's real quick to go, what the hell's going on in special teams? And maybe there's something in the coaching that's making them feel pressured to do these stupid things, or they're not dialed in on what they need to be doing. They're thinking about other things, or there's too much for them to just go inside the 7 or 9, whatever it is. I'm not going to field this, or all I'm worried about is catching this snap and putting it down, or all I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know that there's this magic thing. If you bring in another special teams guy, he's going to have a different idea for the way you set up your gunners, or the way you protect, or whether you do an Aussie style kick, or if you have a guy back to max protect, or if you have an extra guy going down. They're not really going to do a ton that's going to help you snap the ball better. They're bringing in one of the higher recruited or higher rated, whatever you want to call it, long snappers. I thought Hall turned the corner this year. You should have Alvano back healthy.
They all got better.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like I don't know exactly what
kicker turned out to be a stud.
The magic fix for the special teams thing is that a coach is going to bring to you in a season.
$50 dono from Living in Omaha. Thank you, man. Says thanks again for all your live streams this season. Go Big Red. See you tonight, Living. Okay, we got a L to take tonight.
Who you guys got?
Warriors. Not sure if Steph is playing. Doesn't matter. Either way, they'll show no heart.
Appreciate you, David. But what do you think? Does that make sense, or am I missing something? Is there something you think another coach is going to do that's going to?
I just think
a lot of those gas go away.
You should take the tack that you take with everyone, every situation, every position, player or coach, which is if there's an opportunity to get better, we'll explore it and take it. So if there was an option, like if Matt Rule had a Hogleg Holgerson style coach that he wanted before he had to settle for Foley, and now he's available, go get him. I don't know if that exists or not.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're talking about special teams. I mean,
if it can get better, get it better.
For sure. But
you don't want to bring back Scott Frost to coach the special teams, do you? No.
I mean, he could do it.
Wow.
Literally anybody who's ever coached at any level can coach special teams.
Not if you're drunk the whole time.
I think you could. I could make an argument. Look at Steve Sarkisian.
That's true. His people have suffered.
I don't know. I just think one thing I don't like about Foley, scheme-wise or idea-wise, is I don't know if he just felt like there's not enough talent, but I felt like every punt and most kickoffs were conceded they're going to be fair caught or touchbacks. Like we're not even going to really try to return anything on anybody unless there's 40 yards in front of me before the next color jersey's coming. Like I would like to set up, especially like guys like Barn. I'll listen to the argument that you don't have those explosive athletic types to, be dedicated punt returners. So I feel like that's why the last couple of years you've just put a pretty sure-handed receiver back there and like just don't bobble it or turn it over. Mm-hmm. Like I'd like to be more aggressive with that, and then.
But even then, they did get more aggressive throughout the year with that and have Barney back there.
With Barney, yeah.
Even today, they had Barney back there.
Right, but I'm saying like scheming it up so that he has a legit chance of returning.
How much more schemey can you get?
Well, I mean, you can do a little bit better on like whether you double up or you try to trap or get outside or inside leverage and get the gunners to be forced more to the sidelines, or you get outside of them and you try to get them more inside so that a lot of times you'll see them run up kind of between the hash marks and then there's a cut one side or the other because the guys who are kind of in that up position on the edges that would typically go block a punt will be like an opposite pursuit, and then they'll down block where you would make almost like a counter on a running play. So like there's different things you can do to create lanes or to try to create lanes or set up aisles or angles for the returner to start one way and then hit that the other way, or like I said, if you're getting inside leverage and trying to force them out. I just felt like it was more backpedal, try to get in guys' ways. Don't risk getting burned by a gunner, and then ball security. And maybe you don't have the guys that you want for some of the things to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you're doing that and you start having a little bit of a threat in the return game, then you can change it up and line up like you're going to do that. And you can have guys come all out, trying to block punts. And then it's a little bit more likely to happen. But I don't know. I always get a little bit surprised when people make such a big deal about the special teams. Like it's for sure a problem when it's costing you games or it's costing you possessions and points. But I don't think it's because, this guy's scheme on special teams is trash. Like, no, man, you got guys that are botching snaps or botching holds, or your kicker's shanking them, or guys are being dipshits and losing track of where they're at and fielding a ball as they run out of bounds at the one, instead of just letting it either go out of bounds or stepping a foot out of bounds and catching it. Like I don't really know what a coach is going to do to alter that. Maybe there is something. I'm not saying there's nothing a coach can do. I'm just saying I don't know. I can't off the top of my head go, yeah, if a coach came in and did this, and this in practice, you fix these problems. So I don't know. I think you got a lot bigger issues that can be fixed to where little gaffes, if somebody makes a mistake on anywhere, like Nair dropping that ball against Iowa. You could argue you shouldn't have been in that situation where you need that at that point in the game. And now all of a sudden that stands out because you're in that position where you have to have that pass caught. If you're up 10 and you're trying to ice the game and he drops a ball, it's like, oh, we could have added another touchdown.
Yeah.
It cost us the game.
That's literally the difference between the two scenarios, and you see those two scenarios all the time.
Right. So when you're as a team making it to where these little gaffes don't, it's like the mountain out of a molehill type thing where your team is making big enough strides that these little trip ups are just little trip ups. You don't go,
you look back
we need
and you
wholesale
go, man,
changes.
You say last year that would have really cost us.
Right. But you don't go, oh, we need wholesale change. We need a new coordinator. We need a new position coach. We need to get this guy on the bench and go get one of these guys out of the portal. But when you struggle in all three facets of the game and you're always in these close games and you find ways to lose a lot of these close games, all of those little trips look like giant stumbles and things that need to be massively corrected. And it's like, that's where that was one of the other things I took a lot of heat for earlier in the season. One of our videos was like, I know nobody wants to hear it, but you have to have patience. The past 20 years or whatever that all Husker fans are down about is not Matt Rule and his staff's problem or a lot of these players' problem. The last year and a half were, you know what I mean? And it's like, I know nobody wants to hear that, but if every time there's these little things that over time should get fixed, you don't give it time to get fixed or to get addressed or for the progression. Or like I said, when you have that trajectory going up and you have these little dips before you go up again or these plateaus, it's like, all right, not good enough now. We hit a wall or we're regressing. And then you start over. All right, man, keep that in mind when you're complaining about 15 and 20 years of bad football. When you're starting over from scratch again, you're going to have at least 2 or 3 more bad years.
I am worried about Matt Rule going forward.
Why?
We don't have to talk about it too much, but he just exposed himself this season as not being a great play calling. I know he's not calling a lot of plays, but so not play calling, but what's the word? Just situationally not good, bad. A lot of times bad situationally. Bad tendencies, not aggressive enough, things that I didn't like. He exposed himself this year as a program builder, not a in the moment coach.
Does that change as his players get better? Do you think any of that has to do with personnel?
I guess we can hold on to hope for that. That he'll be more aggressive when his team is better. Right?
I mean, again, to kind of go back to that, when little things become big things, or when little things remain little things, vastly depends on the overall team in situations and games, right? So that doesn't negate your point. Like I feel like a lot of the guys coming in, I feel like his recruiting class that he brought in that we saw this year was a lot better than the class before. Mainly in Raiola and Barney, but I mean, there's a pretty solid class coming in. They're getting, in my opinion, when it looked like the sky was falling, everybody's jumping in the portal. The guys were getting out of the portal, I feel like, are upgrades from all the guys moving on. Aside of the D-line, the Hutmacher and Robinson thing, I think it's going to be different. But, you saw what Shavers is capable of. McGahee, flashes of what he's going to be capable of. That defensive end, I can't pronounce his name, from Missouri that's coming in. I was watching some of his stuff, whatever. He looks like a pretty freakish athlete. Some of the DBs coming in. I just feel like if you get to a point where you're not, 4th and 1 isn't such a dire situation, or you have the team to go, we're going for it on every 4th and 2 or shorter because we know we can, 80% of the time we're converting it.
Yeah.
now all of a sudden you look like a ballsy, aggressive, go get them coach. But when you're with these guys 24/7 and you're in practice and you have examples from previous games to be like, man, this is like a 50-50 shot. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm like, dude, go for it. Like, go. So what if you turn the ball over here? You're giving them the ball back anyways. But like the time management and stuff like that, I agree with you. I felt like the Wisconsin game at the end of that half, the first half of the Wisconsin game, when Holgorsen stayed pretty aggressive and Rule let him, didn't just let's get out of here with a 3-point lead or whatever it was. They went and scored a touchdown, put pressure on Wisconsin. Wisconsin thought they were going to try and take a stab. We got a turnover and we end up with a field goal at the end. So we get 10 points instead of just walking away with only being up 3. So we're up 13. You know what I mean? Like those types of examples are maybe Rule acknowledges that. And that's why he trusts a guy with the background of Holgorsen over a guy with the background of Satterfield to be like, let's get out of here with the 3-point lead and get into halftime. And Holgorsen, and I don't know this happened. I'm saying I'm throwing out because this it played out this way. So I don't know what the conversations or like what led up to it, but maybe he acknowledges, man, I need somebody that's going to be another voice of like, what should we do in there? What do you think we should do in this situation? And he values this guy's opinion over this guy. So he goes and gets that guy. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like rushing to judgment is very common with fans because we're all emotional in the moment of things. But when you step back and look at it, and people are quick to compare like the Signetti in Indiana to us. Like, well, look, at first year, he takes this garbage program and does this. It's like, yeah, but do you do the same thing with, like, I use Saban as an example. Like, when he was the best coach in college football and they had the best roster in college football, they didn't win the championship every year. But they didn't look at, like, a year where they lost the SEC or a year where they didn't make a championship game or lost a championship game or went 2 years without winning one and go, maybe it's time to move on from Saban. Maybe he's trash now. You know what I mean? Like, you have to let things kind of play out and can't always live and die by every game or every play or I don't know.
The important thing is we're national champs.
More important than national champs. Who owns that bad boy mower trophy? I'll ask you.
And we got a win over Colorado. And we got a win over Wisconsin to get that little trophy. We did some things this season. It was baby steps, but we did some things. And had we not taken baby steps, we'd be furious.
If we keep this up, we're going to need a newer, bigger trophy case. Gabe. Oh, shit. I didn't realize this was still off. My bad.
Big Ten trophy coming home. It's coming home.
At least 4 or 5 of them.
Coming home. Not 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Maybe you could teach me, Court. I'm a roast.
You need to learn Logic 101, bitch.
Yes, I do.
Well, I was hoping we'd get a Matt Rule press conference, but
this on what I was watching the game on just went to the Miami game.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I'm on YouTube, on Huskers YouTube, where they normally show them, and maybe they're just having it.
Still washing all the grass clippings out of his remaining hair and getting camera ready.
Remaining hair. All right, folks. Great season. Try to have a video soon for you, and seriously consider doing some basketball games. Let us know if you guys are interested in seeing any basketball streams or videos. Start paying better attention to them. Sing us out, Gary.
Well, Mike just cut out.
Huskers win! Huskers win, baby. Get Raiola fitted for a Super Bowl ring. Billy Bullfrog was pissed.